What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody, man? This is your little big brother, Eric G, and I want to welcome all y'all to my season 5 premiere of my podcast, Random Thoughts with Eric G. And y'all, I am happy to be back for another season. And I want to kick it off good, man. Tonight, I'm doing a man talk, man. We had one last season started off, man, but I think we're gonna have a better one this season. Hey, so before I get started, man, I just want to let everybody know. So I had to take a brief hiatus, man, for doing podcasting, man. I don't think everybody know that this year it could be a lot sometimes. So I had to take a brief break, just get back with my family for a little bit and get right with my kids, man. And the best that shit did to me, man. My son ended up giving me a big ass cold for Father's Day, man. So I'm fucked up right now. I'm trying to make sure I can make it through the night. Well, it's better than the COVID he gave my wife for Mother's Day, though. One thing that I want to talk about too, man, and this is a random thought. Yo, I don't know if y'all noticed because I've been watching the news during my little hiatus, y'all. And one thing that I've been thinking about through this whole hiatus, and the news and shit. I don't know if anybody noticed. I know everybody heard about the Titanic submarine, and I was sitting there watching it, man. It was crazy that I think they went almost a week, supposedly underwater, and nobody could figure out what was going on or get any response from them. Then it came out that the submarine imploded, and everybody supposedly died. I think 3 days later. Well, actually, it came out that they died an hour later after it went into the water. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, it's some questions that these motherfuckers never told us, man. They never answered for us because, first of all, it's 5 motherfuckers who went into this damn submarine. Did any one of these niggas ever thought to look at this bitch before they went down? The motherfucker was janky as hell. The motherfucker was ran by a PS4 controller. And I don't think anybody think about that. Like if I'm paying $250,000 to be in a submarine, y'all can at least splurge and get the damn PS5 controller. Another thing, did anybody even thought about it before they get anything? Did anybody thought like maybe this is a bad idea? Like the last time these mothers came on this water, shit went down. Did anybody thought like maybe this might be a bad idea? Okay, that's that. A third thing somebody should need to answer for me. They said that they heard something beating every 30 minutes from the water, which made them think that it was the submarine. But then they also said that they blew up an hour after they went down. So now I'm thinking like, what the fuck was that beating? Like unless somebody is lying or the black area is making a damn beatbox under the water, some shit didn't add up. And the last thing, I'll be honest with you. I really don't think that these people is dead. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I don't think these people's dead because nobody like fake a death than a rich white person. That's the truth. I ain't saying they faked it, but you know, the IRS is on their ass sometimes. They will do some dumb shit like that. But my thing is, if you're gonna pay $250,000 for a submarine, shit should add up. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it sounds like they paid $250,000 to meet the pearly gates. And if that's the case, then I don't think I'm gonna make it. Then my bank account look very hellish. Anyway, man, yo, that's just my random thought. Yo, let's get into the show. All right, let the intro come on. Everybody, man, like I said earlier, this your boy Eric G, and welcome to a brand new episode of Random Thoughts with Eric G, season 5 premiere. Hey, y'all, man, I got the guys here tonight, man. We'll have a real conversation. I want them to be honest and tell their personal opinions. So before we get started, let me introduce everybody. How y'all doing, fellas?
Hey, what's up now?
Hey,
What's going
chilling.
on?
Yo, what's good with you?
What's good, man? Hey, y'all want to go ahead and introduce yourselves one at a time?
Yeah, I'm Willie from the Think About Us podcast. I host a relationship podcast show with my wife, Fiona. We talk about everything relationships to mental health to having a bad day at work. So
Mm.
that's pretty much sums up what we do.
Okay. Who else we got?
Yeah, so I'm Rude Life NASA for Queens Talk TV Network. I also have my own podcast, Keep It in Wonder and True podcast, and the Rule Life NASA show, which you can catch on Roku and Queens Talk. And I just like to conversate, talk about everything. I'm pretty a cool person to get to know. And I'm in a wheelchair, so I like to say, I'm the coolest dude in the wheelchair. So let's get it shaking.
That's
All
what's
right, who we
up.
got next?
I'm J. Flan from the What Is TWS podcast. My show is my personal journal. I talk about everything from fatherhood to substance abuse to mental health and whatever random craziness happens to me down here in Texas.
All right, man. All right. Uncle Dolomite.
Uncle Dolomite, host of the Too Much Game podcast out here in Southern California. Just Google the TOO Much Game podcast.
Hey, yo, fellas, thank y'all for coming on tonight, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you.
yo,
Glad to be
man.
here.
Hey, yo, man. I'll be honest with y'all, man. I want us to have a real conversation, man. 'Cause I feel like some shit that us guys go through and we did we don't talk about all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? Yo, so I want to get y'all opinion on a couple things. Hold on, so I got some more people coming in. Hold on, make sure. Yeah, I want to get your opinion on a couple things. Um, yeah, I know all of y'all heard about that damn submarine I talked about earlier, man. My before we get started with anything, what was y'all opinion on that situation?
Man, I didn't pay attention to it at all. I saw people talking about it. I don't know. I couldn't summon the strength to really give a fuck about some billionaires going down in the submarine. I mean, they chose to go down there. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. I mean, sorry to hear anybody lost their life. I'm not happy about that, but yeah, it wasn't on my radar.
Me personally, like I didn't pay no attention. Once they started saying it was close to the Titanic or whatever, I was like, oh no, I'm good with this, bro. And I just left it right where it was at. I don't listen to a lot of this stuff, bro. You can't listen to everything on the news, man, because there's always a catch to it, or some people just do things just to get your emotions, and some of this stuff's not necessary, bro.
Right, right, right. Anybody else? What y'all got?
I just took it as a mission I was bound to fail.
Right.
It was like nothing about it seemed logical. The fact that they was willing to spend 250,000 to go 2 miles under the ocean in a 7-Up can is like I don't think like this is the first time I've ever heard of 5 or more people dying and literally nobody in society gave a shit. Like I haven't seen not one RIP, no pray for the family. All I've been seeing is memes. Like everybody's laughing at them. So I don't know. It just was goofy from day one.
Right. I feel that right here. That shit ain't in my tax bracket. I can't do no dumb shit like that. I, I mean, like you said, I can barely afford to go on a fucking damn trip to the store with my friends and then going down the water. But the thing that really got me is we had one nigga that was on the boat, well, on the submarine, that's been I think diving for I think he did like his 84 dives or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow on the 85th he decided to get on this one and it blew up. To me, I feel like all this shit's an insurance scam. I don't trust none of this shit.
I'm gonna be
Don't
honest
know
with you.
what's up.
Uh, once I seen the PS4 controller and he started and he started throwing it around the submarine, I was like, yeah, they playing games. So
Oh man.
I mean, it's sad to hear that. I mean, they still human. It's a life loss is a life loss, but it's a PS4 controller, man, that controls your whole submarine. I I
I
I'm
mean,
I don't,
they could at least splurge and get the PS5. I'm just saying,
yeah,
if you're gonna do some dangerous shit like that, go all out for it. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
but
they
But
but
that's the
but
same joystick that when you have company, you let them play with the
yeah,
broken
yeah,
joysticks. But
yeah.
when we're in
It's
that
the
game, that's
mechanism.
That's the
Yeah,
joystick they gave him. It's like,
yeah,
I ain't even
yeah.
gonna give you this good one that was made by Sony
Right,
or Microsoft. I'm gonna give you this
right.
Mad Cats with the rapid
Exactly.
turbo
Yeah.
button on it that don't
And
Now
work.
then
that
the
that's
toilet,
the
the
that's the
toilet kicked me out. Did y'all see the toilet, the restroom? It was a
I ain't see the
hose.
toilet.
It
Man,
was a hose.
the
The
whole
hose.
the whole ship
Yeah,
was a toilet. It
yeah.
literally looked like that thing that they use when they go falling down Niagara Falls and see if they can survive the Niagara Falls.
The,
Yeah.
It's the
in the
same
barrel.
barrel they used,
The,
thinking
Well,
that that was
well,
gonna make it 2 miles underwater.
well, first of all, your ass got to say a damn Indian leg style for 2 fucking hours. My big ass
Yeah.
won't want to make it anyway.
Yeah.
it was red flags everywhere. Most of us, they couldn't have paid us 250 grand to go down there. More or less, we paid them. Like,
You're right.
it's
My
Yeah.
thing is,
different
you want to
joint.
go somewhere, you want to go somewhere you already know motherfuckers was dead at, and think you're going to survive it. I didn't understand none of the shit. The history behind it was that I think they lost people before for 2 hours, and they couldn't find them.
Mm-hmm.
Then they happened to come up. Like I said from jump, this shit was a scam or scheme. They knew something was up, and they just got motherfuckers that was dumb
see,
enough to
here's my
fall for it.
thing. See, here's my thing. Like people, we're so used to people passing away, people dying over stupid stuff. That a lot of us is like, man, niggas die every day, B. Like that's that's how a lot of people taking it now, bro, and making jokes about it. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Like, come on, bro.
I
But
mean,
what's
I feel like
crazy is the amount of money that they spent, they could have actually made a better submarine.
Like this might go into the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's most expensive suicide.
Mm. I've seen that.
Facts.
I've seen that.
Oh man,
so
niggas say expensive suicide though.
so my question is right here now. I'm gonna ask y'all this question: if you could have a boys trip, if you was a billionaire, yeah, I mean, you was a billionaire, what be a dumb purchase you would do?
A dumb, I'm buying
A
an
dumb
Audi.
ass purchase.
Like
Stupid
like
dumb.
you literally asking me something that I will buy that I know is stupid.
I mean, we all gonna buy something stupid, but what would you?
Like
We know there was a dumb ass purchase to take a submarine,
I would
like you said, a
probably
Sprite can.
I'll probably put like an ice cream store in my house.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's dope.
like
I like ice cream. I'll probably have an
Yeah.
ice cream store in my house, probably a
Yeah.
strip club, something like that. Probably, have some strippers just come through the house every now and then.
Every now and then. I got you. I got you.
I like that one. Yeah, I might pay a Chick-fil-A to open up on Sundays. I just want to force it to
Mm.
happen one time.
Mm.
Rulo,
I'm
what you
getting
got,
my whole
man?
family. I'll get my whole family electric wheelchairs just so we can race. You know what I mean? So I don't feel left out. You know what I mean? I want to race the people and shit. So, so that's what I'm doing.
Lord, man. I just feel like yo just dumb all the way around, man. The thing that really got me with this whole dumb ass shit was the fact is they paid $250,000 for this shit. And even if you go back to the original Titanic, those motherfuckers didn't pay that much money to get on that. Like the first class ticket to the real Titanic was $4,350. That's equivalent to 50,000 today's money.
Somebody spent 50 racks to get on a fucking cruise ship.
A, a
I don't even like
sinking ass
water that
cruise ship.
much.
I mean, shit, they
Like
didn't like it
when
either.
when when you said 4,000, I was hoping that you meant 4,000 in today's money.
No, 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 no.
I'm not spending 4,000 in today's money to get on nobody's cruise ship. So the fact that they spent
Nah.
$50,000 in any type of money in any part of history, they was stupid too. I guess that's just, if you want to go through the waters, what's that, Norway or something, for
Right,
hundreds of
right.
thousands of dollars, I think God just gonna kill you for your stupidity.
My
Oh
thing is,
man.
man.
Oh, we ain't gonna bring that up.
Well, I hate to say this. That's some rich white people shit, and I'm not, and I can't afford it. That's just the truth. Hey, yo, man. So I got a question too, man. I got another question. Um, and this is jumping off there right into something else. So over when I was off, man, I seen this big case. I don't know if y'all heard about it. It's the Travis Rudolph case. Travis Rudolph was
Okay.
a was an NFL player, football player, and about a couple years ago he got into a domestic violence situation with his girlfriend, and what it was that they was on again, off again. I don't know if y'all heard about it in the news, but they was on again, off again, and when they got back on, he came back from Florida for training. Well, he was in Florida for training, and she came to his house to visit him. Some shit. She looked through his phone while he was in the bathroom and seen that he was texting other girls. Right? She
Right.
get she gets mad and she jumps on his ass. She jumps on his ass, beat like she was whooping his ass. He didn't hit her. He didn't hit her. He just scooped her ass. He pushed her ass outside. Right? When they get outside, it's on the ring cam that they fighting. They going back and forth. She pushed her outside and shit. She get to come back in the house. He like, yo, let this bitch get her shit so she can go. She started mollywopping his ass again. He pick her. He pushed her back. She trips and fall. She gets mad and call her brothers and tell her brother that this motherfucker put his hands on her. They come over to the house. They come to the house around 12 o'clock at night. A big fight break out. Travis ended up killing one of them and wounding another one. And he had a case where he was arrested for murder. So my question to y'all, man, have y'all ever been in a situation where y'all was either the brother that got called or been the motherfucker that the girl called the brother on?
I've been both.
I've been the brother that got called.
I've been the one
I've
that
been
got
the
the brother
brother that
called
got
on.
picked. Yeah, I mean, I'm the one that got the brother called on. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying?
As the brother who got called,
Right.
my main question is always, after I do what I do, are you gonna be wanting to fuck with this dude again? Because if the answer is yes, I'm not finna do nothing to this dude. You know, like I want to know the full context of why you calling me. Because if I find out that you threw the first punch, I'm not gonna waste my energy on this dude. If I know that this is just a tantrum that you throwing, and you gonna go back and you gonna be the one licking his wounds after I bust him up, I'm not even finna bust him up.
That's
You know,
true.
and as the dude who the brother got called on, I basically told the chick, like, just get him a one-way plane ticket because he not going back home vertical.
Facts.
So, you know, needless to say, brother never made it to me.
Mm.
Facts.
Okay. All right.
But-
Well, anybody else, man?
No, I mean,
Okay, I will let brother.
I got
Go
I
ahead.
got a
Sorry.
phone call, so I had to go run up. I actually went to the dude. So, but it didn't really pan out for nothing, once we met up or whatnot. But it now that I think about it, like years later, I thought about it like, was it really worth me taking the chance of going to jail or prison or killing somebody over it wasn't even a physical altercation. It was more of a verbal altercation. You know what I'm saying? So that was just me being young and dumb, trying to be a little hothead. You know what I'm saying? But like now, I wouldn't react like that now, the way I did then. You know what I'm
So
saying? So
basically,
that,
you ask more questions now or something?
oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Like Uncle said, shit. Yeah, I need to know. I need to know everything. I need to know everything. And is he blocked? You know what I'm saying? I need to know everything before I put my life in danger, his life in danger, or possibly end up locked up.
Hell yeah.
Especially nowadays, because nowadays it's not like it was back in the 90s and 2000s, man.
And now with and I'm not even gonna say nowadays because it's every day. Women will allow their emotions to make you make a stupid decision. Like they only mad for 30 minutes to an hour, and they gonna put you in a situation to get life in prison because they was mad for like an hour, or they got the wrong idea, or they let their emotions get ahead of them. And that's
Feelings
why
got
9
hurt.
times out of 10, it's like, yeah, we finna have us a little counseling session. Before I go over here with mask and gloves on, let me make sure that you want for this to be a permanent solution to this problem. Because
Right,
if you
right,
just mad right now, I'm not finna go over here and waste my energy on this dude. So
right.
let's make sure that when I go do what I do, you gonna be comfortable with the results of it, because it ain't gonna be nothing left.
Right. I mean, even in this situation when I told you about the Travis Rudo case, yo, when they put her on the stand, she said it. The word she said was, "Well, I didn't mean for them to do what they did. When I told him to fuck that to shoot his shit up, I didn't mean to actually shoot his shit up. You know what I'm saying? I remember, but like I said, like y'all, I've been in both situations, man. I've been the guy. I've been the brother that got. I've been the brother that got called. I also been a nigga that had the brother called on. And I remember like when my sister was going through a situation with a guy. I remember she was calling me every damn time they had an argument. Even with physical or not, she'll call me. I'm over there ready to fight. And the first motherfucker to pop up is her ass. I'm all, don't worry about it. I got it. Bitch, if you had it, I wouldn't have came here in the first goddamn place, bitch. Like, that shit used to irritate my damn soul, man.
Yeah, my situation,
So
I'm
that
guessing the brother must have been in that situation before. He knew his sister was crazy. So when he showed up and humbled us both. He was like, y'all too old for this shit. I'm the younger brother. Y'all got me going out here refereeing y'all fights. Like, I just felt stupid after that. It wasn't even no time for a conversation. It was just, you know what, you right, young dude. Like, you done taught me something today. Now I feel like an ass. I need to leave you and your sister alone. But, you know,
Shit.
I was
You
lucky
never,
for
you
me.
never, you never fucking leave. That's the truth. You'll never leave at the beginning.
Yeah, but we we be knowing our sister stupid. Like, as the brother that got called, a lot of us be knowing like, you stupid. I know that what you calling me for is stupid. So I'm not even finna waste my energy. Like, that used to always be my stance. Like, I already know what this is. Like, unless he put his hands on you, unless you showing up to me with a black eye, with your mouth bleeding, this is probably something you don't need me for in the first place.
But even in that case, though, what if she jumps up and tell you, "Look, it was a fight. It's okay. I got this. Don't worry about it."
Then she got it. Like,
Gotcha.
it's not that she's a teenager and she's dealing with a grown ass man. She's a
Right.
grown ass woman as well. So whatever situation that they got into, she's an adult. So she should be able to handle herself as an adult. So I'm not
Right.
finna interject myself into a situation, because if me and my woman get into it, I don't want her brother trying to interject himself into my grown ass situation that I got with my woman.
Right. 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 But I think that a lot of times we got to separate. I think our family from our bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I think, and that's where we always fuck up is when we have a problem with our significant other. We always go straight to our damn family and tell them the bullshit, and they be ready to pop off when we ready to get back with them.
so
And
here's
that,
my
Exactly.
that
thing.
happens a lot.
So here's my thing. If I get into it with my, well, cause I'm married. If I get into it with my wife and she bring some of her friends over here, like just unannounced, bro, I might have to air this bitch out. Like, you're not about to play with me like that, bro. We not about to play like that. I understand. Oh, that's my sister. But you don't even understand the whole story behind it. See, a lot of times females will just tell their side of the story. You know what I'm saying? But they won't. You know what I'm saying? They not gonna say, "Oh yeah, I might have started it," but still, he shouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
so the friends gonna come reckless, talking tough. Ain't nobody got time for that. You come to my crib. I might have to air this bitch out, bro. I'm sorry.
I mean, and a lot of times that shit happens, man. And that what happened in this case. In this case, they came there with some damn. The brother brought four. We brought three of his friends there to basically jump
And
his
one of them died.
yeah.
And one of them died.
And dude came there, and they came there with a 9. Meanwhile, this dude had a damn AR.
Out of Draco. Yeah, I know about the story. He played for the
Yeah,
Miami Dolphins or whatever. But
yeah,
she started being physical. She said she texted the boy talking about some shoot his shit up, and then they was about to jump his brother, but he came out with the Draco and started airing the bitch out. So
yeah, yeah. I
that's
mean,
what that,
39 rounds, man. 39 rounds.
And the
But
thing
the thing is,
is, like, how she said, "Oh, I just told him to do this," and like I
right,
said, a lot of times a woman, they just want to use their brother as like, "Hey, I got this pit bull. Let me show you my pit bull." And it's
right,
like, you don't know. A lot of times when you're dealing with a pit bull, you can't control that pit bull once it's told to go do something. Like, just because you told your brother, "I want you to go scare him," your brother might go over there to scare him, and he might level up on your brother. Now you put your brother in an awkward position because your brother went over there to scare him, and now he not scared. So
Yeah,
now the ball is in your brother's court. Like, okay, now what? Now what you gonna do?
because
So
that
now,
would become is you may be a pit bull, but I'm a dog too, bro. We you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
I know this not popular, but I mean, but if you the brother, the first question might need to be, did you call the police? If you ain't called the police, it must not be that serious. So why am I coming all the way over there? You know what
Man,
I'm
shit,
saying?
I'm
I
sure
can
yeah,
go over
somebody
there
might
and
call the
help
police.
you. I run interference or protect you while you pack your stuff, but that's about it.
Oh shit.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, my like I said, I realized that my days of jumping and running, man, is long gone. Especially you're gonna go back now. That's all. That's just piss me off more than anything. You jump and run to break up a fight or jump into a fight that had shit to do with you, and your ass get fucked up, and they still together.
Right.
Aaron, some shit. Aaron, I will burn your fucking house down. I ain't got time for that shit, man.
Hey,
We gotta
so
keep it
Eric,
real.
let
What's
me
up, bro?
ask you a quick question.
What? What?
So you actually call your sister a bitch? Because you said
If
bitch, I wouldn't have came over here.
oh, if you love, I love my sister enough to tell you the truth.
I'm just
And
asking. So you would call your
yeah,
sister a bitch?
if you would have called me 17 times for the same bullshit, bitch, what the fuck are you thinking? I'm gonna be honest with you.
Y'all gonna say, yeah, when it come to family got a different language.
Yeah, you.
Because I'm sure he wouldn't let nobody else call his sister a
Oh
bitch.
hell no, hell
See,
no.
that's what I'm saying. Because that's why I run up on the dude for my sister. Because he called her a bitch. Her emotions. Her pride was hurt.
Right. But
Yeah.
So me,
but what is? But she's putting
what's up?
your life in danger. She putting your life in danger though.
Yeah.
If you
Oh
going
yeah.
over this
Most definitely.
a situation that's constantly happened that you can and my thing is we don't know that we don't be knowing that okay how bad the situation was. We just come over there to protect.
Right.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
I'm not disputing that. I'm talking about the fact that just because she's family and y'all have family talk, she's still a bitch.
Oh no, yeah, we ain't. Oh, I mean,
But the
That's
thing is,
that's
a
that's
lot
when
of
you
what I'm
ain't,
times
talking about.
when we
let's
get
be
called
real.
as a brother, our sister's acting like a bitch.
They may act
Now,
like it, but I'm not gonna call her a bitch.
no, don't get me wrong. Now, you'd have called your sister way worse when y'all got in an argument.
Yeah, I'm finna say
No.
it's
That's
hard
a
to
fact.
believe that at no
I
point in
mean,
life did you want to call.
now,
What's the differences in age between you and your sister, Willie?
Uh, like 10.
10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so see, you was way too mature to call her a bitch at any point. Now, if you and your sister was 2 or 3 years apart and y'all was 12 or 13 at the same time and y'all was getting in physical fist fights,
Mm-hmm.
it
But
might be a little different.
she's older than me though.
So she older than you.
Yeah.
But still, when she's that much older, it ain't like, she was slapping your side of your head and bullying you and certain shit.
Oh
Cause
yeah, most definitely. But I
mean,
mean,
I
yeah, but I'm saying we was, this is. But I don't think I was in high school when this happened. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So, but I was just asking because
oh yeah,
I know we're talking about how like females' emotions,
Mhm.
can sometimes drive us to do irrational things, or
that is true.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. If I found out my mom is dating a dude or messing with a dude and he calls her a bitch, even today, it may take everything I got
Mhm.
to keep myself from doing a dumb decision.
See, and I agree with you on that, man. What I'm saying is, now we're talking about different. Now, it's a big difference between your mom and your sister for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me explain that. Let me explain it for
Yeah, yeah.
myself.
Go ahead, go
Okay,
ahead.
for myself, because I love. Don't get me wrong. Now, I don't just call females out their names. That's just not how I am. But we talk being real with you. I'm close enough. I'm close with my sisters enough to be like, look, bitch, what did you thinking?
Right, right.
But you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm now not just me being that. If me call her a bitch, it ain't like I'm like bitch. It's me like bitch. What did you thinking? Because we close like that for me to be like that to
Right,
you.
right. No,
You know
I
what I'm saying?
get you.
But
I was
Like,
just, I was,
me
Nah.
calling
I
you
was just
that, and
asking.
me calling you that, and me calling you that, and him calling you that, it's two different things. Like
Yeah, me
she
and my
called me, she be,
sister,
yeah.
me and my sister 3 years apart, and I got the worst whooping of my life for calling her a bitch. I got a village whooping. Like everybody, my mother whooped me. She like if she a bitch, I had to be a bitch to have her. And when my grandmother heard it, I got the whooping. My aunt heard it, I got a whooping. Friends of the family, like that shit went on for like a month. It was
And
I
see,
got
that's what I'm
PTSD
saying.
behind that
It
word.
felt
Like, I
like
don't
it,
even
Yeah,
man.
fuck with it.
when you like close in age with your sister, like that's when you in them ages of you and your sister literally done had fist fights.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah.
y'all done had shoving matches and shit like that. So it's a whole
But in
different ball game than when you got a large age gap. Cause like me, I'm 10 years older than my sister. So it's like in no context would I ever call her that, because you know, by the time she was even of age, I was a grown ass man.
Right.
So there's no reason.
At the end of the day, not condone that you should call a female a bitch or not. But what I'm saying is,
I call
it's
females
all, it's,
bitches all the time.
I believe you do, man.
This nigga right here, G.
Yeah.
But
If
real,
y'all
real
hear
talk,
my show, I call women bitches all day long.
but real talk, man. My thing is, man, it depends on your relationship with that person, man. Me and my family, we talk like that. If she get mad at me, she'll call me a bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We talk like that. That's how we do. But my thing is, I wouldn't let another nigga come into her and call her a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Especially not in my
Right,
face.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
Because
yeah, y'all
my
said that.
sister's 50 years old. You feel me? So, and we sometimes we go at it, and I'm 36. You know what I mean? Like, and sometimes it get like that. Like, sometimes it's like it's like she know I gotta come all the way over here for this BS, and it don't even mean nothing. That type of, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I
it
agree.
be like that.
Well, since we on the topic, and I'm Willie, I don't want you to get in your feelings. I want to make you mad, man. Since we on top of saying bitches, so it's a situation where this guy and his girlfriend. He ended up kicking his girlfriend and her child out because she wouldn't help with the bills. He's been working all. He been working. She told him she's gonna get a job. One day she's gonna get a job. He comes home. The house is never clean. She don't believe in cooking. She like, yo, well, we should just go out to eat, whatever. I mean, you got the money. You should pay for us to go out to eat. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, boy. Hold on. So he gets mad. He gets mad, and say, you know what? I'm tired of this shit. You gotta get the fuck out of here. So now she's looking at him like he's wrong. What do y'all think about that, man?
He not wrong at all. Like you a worthless woman, and you raising the child to be worthless. You teaching your child to be worthless. Like
Mm,
you got in this situation with me, especially if there was a promise from her end to get
right,
on her feet and help out. Now I could see if they got into a situation and he was just like, "Don't worry about it. I'm gonna be the provider. I'm the man. I'm gonna
right,
hold it down. All I need you to do is finesse, rest, and dress, and you know I'll handle the rest." Okay, that's cool. But if you
right.
telling me, "Oh, you know, I'm just between jobs. I'm working on myself. I'm gonna do this," and you don't do it, you gotta go. Especially if it's like if you not working, the least you can do is make sure the house is straight when I get home. The least you can do is have something hot in the oven or in the microwave when I get back to the house. If you can't
Right.
provide those things, what are you doing besides eating up food that I pay for and using my lights and my bills and things of that nature? You dead
Mm-hmm.
weight.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know,
I think that's the thing that like I don't know. I feel like dudes understand that natively. Like if you down bad and somebody helping you out and you got nothing and you can't contribute financially, you looking for a way to contribute in some sort of way, or else you feel like at any moment, you know what I'm saying, I could get kicked out. And that's exactly what happened. Like if you're not contributing in some sort of way, then you at the whim of me. Like if I don't feel like you being here right now, then go. Because you're not. I mean,
right.
I'm not losing that. What am I losing by kicking you out? You know, you losing something. You got everything to lose, and I got nothing to gain by keeping you around. So you need to be trying to figure out how to keep this situation going, not me. I don't understand. You know how anybody could look at him like he was wrong if there's no contribution coming in. Like, what do I need you for?
Mm. So my question for y'all though, what is y'all stance on households? Do you agree to split things 50-50? Do you think that they should contribute anything? Do y'all think that y'all should be the man of the house and supply everything, and your woman's supposed to just cook and clean? What do y'all think?
I
Me
think if it's,
personally, oh, go ahead, Willie.
I was going to say, it really just depends on the relationship, man. I mean, some guys want to be that person that brings literally brings home the bacon. You know what I'm saying? They want to be the provider. You know, you ain't got to do nothing. Just make sure the house is good, and I got food when I come home. But you got some women, they actually got careers. They actually making more money than some of the brothers. So it really just depends. It depends on the status on everybody. I mean,
Right.
in today's economy, unless you got enough money to take a 2-mile ride into the ocean, it takes everybody. Like you almost want to send the kids to work. Like, look, get
I
your
swear
little
to God, what some niggas can.
go cut grass or something. That's your lunch money for the week. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot, man.
This Wi-Fi ain't cheap.
Yeah, it takes a lot to run a house, and everybody ain't working normal hours. Even the people who work from home ain't working normal hours. Everybody's working 10, 12 hours a day. So it really takes both incomes to run a house. And we're not even talking about car payments, groceries, and then y'all want to do a little something on the weekend, go get a little hotel and go out to eat. Hell, by the time you do all that, that's 2 mortgages.
Well, fuck that. Fuck
That's
all.
a fact.
You said get a hotel. If I'm paying all the damn bills, you better spice that damn bedroom up. We ain't doing shit else. You better put the rose petals down, light a candle or some shit, because we ain't going nowhere. This is castle. My castle, Sue castle. We here.
You better light some candles and put some sheet over the table.
Put a big ass W on the door, make it the ward off Astorian.
Learn how to make some animals out of towels or some shit.
Right.
Yeah, so this gonna be the presidential suite in this bedroom today.
Man,
hey yo,
We gonna fold up some towels, make them look like little animals.
Motherfucker, you better run some damn bubble bath. But my thing is, so now, fellas, this question is too, based off of that. Could y'all be comfortable with your woman making more money than you?
Hell yeah, me. I can.
And having more say so in the household.
That's not happening.
The say so part,
She can make all the money she wants to. I'm still the man.
facts. And look, so the woman got it. So like, the man still got to be the man at the end of the day. You can make all the money you want to, bro. You know what I'm saying? But don't. What's it? Demasculate? Is that the word? Demasculate? Is that the word?
Yes.
Yeah. Don't emasculate. Yeah. Don't make me feel. Don't make me feel small. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, I feel like, why are we supposed to work together? If we don't work together, if you make more money to be cool, just because you make more money to me don't mean I'm not out here working. You just, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that, because that's the one thing that's gonna make a man be like, nah, I'm cool, bro. Like, I don't even need this type of shit. You know what I mean?
You talking about 2 different things, though, man. That's 2 different things, because really, women do run the house. Mm-hmm. They really run the house for real.
Yeah.
If you got you a good black woman, she really run the house. Mm-hmm. For real. But you talking about something. You talking about something else different, Rue Life. You talking about if she uses her money to control you. Mm-hmm. And she uses that to degrade you. That's not the same as her running the house, because she
there has been situations. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, Dolomite.
The thing is, it's like this. In the household where there's a man and a woman, like the roles is, the man is like the president and the woman is like Congress and the House of Representatives. So she's the judicial and the legislative wing, and you the executive. Even though she does run the house, she chooses what get made for dinner. She chooses what's laundry day, what's cleaning up day. Like she delegates all that. She probably, make sure all the bills get paid on time. She knows where all the money goes. But at the end of the day, you the engine that makes all that shit run. So
Mhm.
there
Right.
is that veto power that you as a man have.
Yeah.
So even though she might make more money than you and that shit is cool, at the end of the day, I still hold that veto power. If I don't have that, we got something majorly fucked up.
Yeah, it ain't supposed to be a dictatorship in either situation, regardless of who bringing in the most money. Like
Mhm.
you gotta. When me and my wife were together, it was you delegate. Like it was certain shit she knew was my strong point. I picked out all the cable packages and the Wi-Fi and decided who was going to cut the grass and that type of shit. She
Right.
might have planned the trips and booked the tickets and made sure we was ready to travel and shit like that. Like we just knew what each other's strong suits were, and you play to those. Like I ain't got to do this because you better at it, and you ain't got to do this because I'm better at it. Regardless of who bringing in the most money. But if I'm with Oprah, I know financially I ain't got nothing to bring to the table. So I'm looking at her like, baby, what you need? Where you need me to be? Tell me what you need me to do. I got you. You know what I'm saying? I can
That's a
fall back
Oh,
fact.
on
That's a
her.
y'all,
fact.
I'll be the best nigga she ever had in her life. You hear me?
I
Facts.
know,
I'm cooking. I'm
like
cooking and cleaning.
like me and my wife, we pretty much run it. If it needs to be done, handle it.
Right.
Don't wait for the other. If it needs to be done, handle it.
Mhm.
Yeah. And that's
We
the
mean
thing, like,
we adults.
yeah. Because the
But the
thing
thing
is, it's
is,
like before y'all met each other, y'all was handling all of it.
that's
Facts.
Like
damn true.
before you had a woman, you was already cooking and cleaning, or you at least should have been cleaning. Your shit should be clean. I don't think you'd have a woman if you wasn't cleaning,
Right.
Yeah.
and vice versa. So at the end of the day, it's like if we come into your house and it's a sink full of dishes and your woman sleep, are you just gonna get roaches because she didn't wash the dishes? Like, no,
Right.
you're gonna handle your business as an adult. So my thing is literally like, we have our roles in the household, but at the end of the day, like when it comes to decision making, this is where we come to the analogy that I made with, the president, the House of
Mhm.
Representatives, and the Senate. Like, okay, what we gonna do? Where we gonna move to? Where do
Right.
you want to stay? Like when we making these type of decisions, that's when I let you know, like, I'm still the man. Because
Right.
at the end of the day, a woman gonna be a woman if a burglar come in that motherfucker. Like, I don't care how much money she make. She not gonna be the
Mhm.
one waking up when it's a bump in the night.
Mhm.
There's still things that at the end of the day, the man is gonna do. I
Right.
don't know
The
no
fact.
women who gonna leave you upstairs watching TV while she downstairs, unplugging the sink,
Now,
unclogging the
There's some
toilet.
chicks that do that shit now. Don't be surprised.
that'll be what Rude Life is talking about because he's being, his masculinity is in question.
Right.
But I think about I don't know, but I do think that I think as a man, certain people that as a man, you do want to feel like you in control of the situation. That's
Mhm.
the truth. No matter what the situation is, you want to feel like you control the situation. And I do feel like by your woman making more money than you, a lot of times the guys do feel like, look, I'm not living up to my quality as a man because she's bringing home more than I can. She can do more than I can. I mean, most real dudes, and there is some guys that just say, "Fuck it, my girl can just take care of it. I don't care." But I do think that some guys do feel like it's a knock to their ego, to their masculinity, that she can take care of what he can't. But
And
then
nine
also on the
times out
flip,
of ten, it goes to how they was raised and who raised them.
Mhm.
right,
Because a lot of dudes was raised with no men in the household, so they don't even know what a man look like. All they really know of what manhood is shit they seen on TV.
Well, the shit they go
exactly.
through in the streets. You know what I mean? Like that's what. That's not even really mad shit. That's actually dumb shit. You know what I mean? Like,
But, but yeah, but
Exactly.
also on the flip side, you do have women who come in the house like, look, I got to say so because I can pay for this shit. You know what I'm saying? And
And
that ties into what Rule Life was saying. It does is it take a knock at you because they're like, look, I do this right here. I can make this with you or without you.
and nine
yeah,
times out of ten, once you put that out there, I'm like, okay, we'll do it without me then.
That part. That
Because it's
part.
like if I have no role here, why am I here?
Mm,
Because if I felt the same way about you, you wouldn't be here. That goes right back to why homeboy kicked old girl out with her child.
Yeah.
Like you have no reason to be here. So what are you here for? So if a
It's like
woman expresses that she can do the shit without me, then cool, do it without me.
So
I
is
mean, it's
that
like Uncle,
it? Oh, go ahead,
it's like Uncle
Doc.
was saying, like, we both came into the situation. We grown. Unless I pulled you out your mama house, or unless you pulled me out my mama house, we both know that we capable of surviving on our own. So you make space for me, I make space for you. I'll show you where I need you. You show me where you need me. So, well, I can do it without you. At facts. I hope you can. I hope. I probably wasn't looking for somebody that couldn't. So
That
if the
part.
fact that you can do it without me, that's cool. But what do you want me here for? I can tell you what I want you here for. You tell me what you want me here for, and we'll yin and yang. We'll make it work.
And see, I was gonna ask, is that where the I don't need you, but I want you comes in at?
Yeah, but a lot
I
of
mean, yeah.
times some people neglect to bring that up, and that's where motherfuckers start to feel emasculated. Because it's like you can easily let me know, like, baby, I got this. I'm an independent woman. I'm used to handling like this, so I want to get the groceries out the car. But I still value your presence. Just let me get my own groceries. But it's like once you get to like, no, nigga, I'm cool. I don't need you. I could do it all by myself. Cool. Let me go get my shit. You go ahead and have fun doing it by yourself, then, superwoman.
I,
If I open
I,
the door
I
for you, it ain't
also
because I think you can't open the door. It's because I want to do that for you. Like just
right.
make that space for me, and I'll make space for you.
I also feel that some men got their priorities backwards too. When it comes
Definitely.
to that, you know what I mean? They don't. They see that she's making all this money, so they like, well, I'm gonna just hang back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in retrospect, you supposed to still be handling your shit, even though she's got it.
Yeah. Like some niggas don't mind being a dependent.
Yeah,
Like they don't mind being a grown ass son.
yeah.
A lot of these
Damn
dudes
it.
is like grown ass little boys though. You feel me? They not men though. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. And a
Well,
lot
no,
of
it was.
times that's where I use the term bitch ass nigga a lot on my show. Because I say bitch a lot, and something that I always say on my show real often is I know way more male bitches than female bitches. And a
hmm
lot of times that's what I'm talking about. Like dudes who'll sit there and play the role of a wife. I'm like, nigga, use a bitch. And not even in the context that she makes more money. So you're taking a role that you have to take to make the household work. But some dudes literally would rather play the role of a female than handle their role as a fucking man.
Right, right.
that is true. That is true.
Rod, what's up, man? What's up, bro?
I just gotta get this off my chest. You know what I
Oh,
mean? I gotta say
here we
this
go.
shit off my chest, man. Rule life, I don't fuck with you no more, man. I've been.
Oh, that's
Where's,
great. That's
where's
crazy.
my motherfucking invite at, man? I
Nah,
can't get
we supposed
invited
to.
to no show, nigga.
I got some family issues and shit I gotta
All
handle.
right,
But
all right.
yeah,
All
but
right,
you,
Rod.
I'll let you live. I'll let you live.
All right, Rod.
that
Before you
nigga,
bring it to the conversation.
That nigga came in smoky.
he came in shooting. Nigga, I had the bulletproof vest up. We not playing that. We not doing.
Hey,
I thought
Rod.
nigga had to repo your chair and shit, but I'm good. Go ahead.
I could just get another one, so it's no big deal.
That,
But
that nigga Rude he leaned right back like here come the shots.
Well, go ahead, AJ. What you was about to say, yo?
Hey, Rod, man. So I'm bringing to the questions, man. It was a
All right.
situation where a guy came home and his girl, his girl refused to work. She said she ain't working no more, but she ain't gonna work at all. She ain't gonna get a job.
Mm,
He's raising her. He raising her kid.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? He come home. She don't cook. She don't clean.
mm.
He said, fuck, you gotta get the fuck out. Was dude wrong?
I told you, pussy only can get you so far, right? I think he was right, man. I can't. I'm telling you, my dick ain't free, so you got to work too. That's the bottom line
yeah,
about it. I can't. You can't not just sit there and you know what I mean, and not do shit. You ain't gonna clean, cook, nothing. And I'm taking care of your little badass kids, your accident babies. I gotta do all this work. And you ain't doing
not the
shit.
accident babies. Not
Come
the
on,
accident
man.
babies.
That shit ruthless right there, man.
Hey, yo, then we get to the,
That's why we got passport bros. Motherfuckers ain't fucking with nothing local no more, man.
Oh
Because shit
my
like
god.
that.
Yo, so that ties, and when we were talking about the situation about, I think being emasculated and she's making more money than you. I remember this, comedian Monique. Monique at one point felt that she was making so much money to her husband and stuff that she could do what the hell she wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? So she felt like, look, I can step out this relationship. You can't. So my question is to y'all, man: have y'all ever been in a situation where your girl cheated on you?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
She cheated on you.
Thank God it
Yeah.
happened to me. I never caught her.
I
No,
mean,
definitely
we
happened to me.
all born pussy.
I can't 100% say I never been cheated on, but I can 100% say I ain't never caught nobody cheating on me. Thank the Lord.
I mean, go ahead, bro.
I said I found a couple times, man. I stud took my bitch one time. It's a lot of shit happened to me, man. I live like I'm on a 10-day contract. You know what I mean? That's how I feel like. Cause man, these women change every day, man. I seen shit in the phone one time. I thought it was Conan in the phone. I said, yo, what the fuck is in this phone? You know what I mean? So it can happen to anybody, yo. Don't think you know what I mean? You're invincible, man. It can happen to anybody. That shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because people be like, so you ain't never caught nothing, found nothing. I'm like, fortunately, no, dog. But like, I can't 100% say that it's never happened. I just always say I ain't never caught it because I've been in relationships where I cheated and never got caught. So in her eyes, I didn't cheat on her, but she just didn't catch my motherfucking ass. Like, it ain't a crime unless they catch you.
Well, look, I done did females dog dirty. You feel me? Like I done pulled up in a wheelchair, go to somebody's crib and all. Like you know what I'm saying? I did females dirty. And guess what? I got cheated on. Like if you out here like that, that kind of come with the game. You know what I'm saying? Both sides. So yes, you can't get cheated on.
Yeah, when I got married, me and my wife, I think we decided to get married because we like, man, we've both done every foul thing you could think to do to another person, and then you look up and like, you still here? You still here? All right, we might as well just rock this shit out. I guess we ain't going nowhere. It stopped at that point. But yeah, I definitely been cheated on. We had to go through our breakups. Like, all right, you out of here, can't do this no more, and then ended up back together. And then eventually it was like, man, fuck it, we might as well just make this a me and you thing, try to thug it out. It ain't worked that way, but we tried.
But toxic love is the best love, I feel like. Toxic love is the best love to me. You know what I mean?
Toxic sex is the best sex.
I like what a bitch. I like a bitch when she bleached my clothes and shit and cut my tires. I like shit like that. That excites me.
Oh nah.
That's not
good. I'm good, man. My blood pressure can't take that
Nah,
shit.
we not.
I don't know what type of girls you. Yeah, and penitentiary jumpsuits don't fit me right. I don't think I look good in jail clothes.
That's why I go on the 5th floor when I go to jail. I ain't gonna be in population.
So like my ex
bitches in there for me.
So like my ex, she turned off my wheelchair and like disconnected the joint, and I couldn't use it. So like I was like, nah, that's too toxic. You taking away my legs. So
that's crazy.
That nigga's avatar. She trying to get to another body.
Well, so speaking a little bit of what Rod said. Dolomite, you said that you don't know she cheated on you. Have you ever like looked to see what she cheated?
Nah. And I think that's part of like why I would never catch a woman, because I'm not going through your phone. Like once I feel the need to go through your phone, I might as well just break up with you. Because
what about a purse? You ever been through a purse, yo?
I don't go through none of that shit.
I've been through the purse a couple times. I was like, yo, why you got this big ass magnum in there? That's not fair.
Yeah, see, I just rather not know, dog. Like I know like what my ego can take and what it can't take. So it's like if I think you're doing some stupid shit, I don't want to put myself in a position where I'm gonna have to react in a way that's gonna make my ego feel comfortable. So I'd rather just exit myself from a situation.
And I was always told, you go looking for trouble, you go find that joint. So I know I'm not about to go through no phones. If you do something, you do something.
But my thing is though, man, you say you look for, you're gonna find it. Shit, maybe it's meant to be found.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Maybe
Nah,
it's good to be felt.
It's like Uncle said. If you feel like you got to look for it, that's a good enough reason. You already the trust is broken. That's already a good enough reason to do it.
So do you feel like a man being cheated on and taking that woman back, did that make him weak?
No.
I mean, I
Nah.
did it, so I can't say.
It takes a strong person to forgive. Now, only time I feel like you weak is if you've been blatantly disrespected. Every time you get cheated on, it wasn't disrespectful.
It took a time, Eric G, when I found out them jail letters and I saw them condoms. I said, yeah, I can't fix this. You know what I mean? It's over with. You know what I mean? When you go from 3 times, you know what I mean, playing 3 times in the inning, and you go to 1 and 0, you on the bench. It's time to go.
Oh, so you feel like he fucked the fit up?
Oh yeah, man. He took the job. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he put some holes in your walls.
Hey, nigga, I was Andre Miller. I said, y'all ain't never gonna see the floor again.
But I also got this saying, like, what's meant for you is gonna stay. Like, what's not meant for you is, it's gonna leave. So if I catch you cheating, then like, all right, go over there, bro. I'm not about to go back and forth with you about it. You know what I mean? It's cool, bro. Go over there.
And the best song to get over a breakup is, you know what I mean, that Wildflower by Ghostface. You know what I mean? Or that Ghostface and Neo. You ain't had to get a nigga back like that. It helps her heart.
This nigga is here for the accountability.
So that ties into the question though. So can dudes take the shit that women could take then?
No.
Oh nah, hell no, no.
Women,
no.
I mean, a woman can take you getting cheated on 4 or 5 times. You try to make it work.
But the thing is, a lot of times men cheat different than women.
Break that down. Break that down. Hit them with that.
When we cheat, we just cheating to get some pussy.
Mm-hmm.
We just cheating because I just need some variety in my life. I'm just trying to give me a different little flavor real quick.
Mm-hmm. When a female cheat, it's her emotions.
Yes, when a woman cheats, she cheating with a nigga she's willing to replace you with.
Woo!
A lot of times when we cheating with somebody we don't even want. Like we cheating with somebody who, even if we were single, we wouldn't get no relationship with this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
But the dude that your girl is cheating with, oh no, she think he better than you.
A lot of times
he taller than you. His jokes is funnier. He got a better job.
They got better hairline
than yours. He's stronger than you. Yeah,
he got hair. Yeah,
he feels better than you.
Yeah, like you, even you, like you see this nigga, you like, damn, I didn't even know you can get a motherfucker like that. Damn.
And I stalked a couple niggas' pages too. I was like, damn, this nigga like this.
Yeah, he's a cool nigga. I
a lot of times
this nigga cool.
Oh,
now y'all friends.
No wonder she giving this nigga the pussy. He is cool.
A lot of times,
unless my wife is following Michael B. Jordan, that shit ain't gonna work. I ain't gonna check your shit out. To make
a lot of times when I cheated, like back in the days, it was because I was young, you know what I'm saying? My girl was getting on my nerves. So it was like, she getting on my nerves. She always complaining, always accusing me of doing. So you know what I'm saying? It was no feelings behind it. It was just, I'm just trying to get something real quick and go about my business. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right, I got you.
But did y'all see the joint? It was a post I saw today with like this couple that was like 90, 99, and 96. Like the 99-year-old man divorced his wife because he found out she cheated like 60 years ago or something. And I seen women like, like he was wrong or something. When I looked at the story, he found out because she kept the letters. Like he found a safety deposit box or something with all the letters and shit like that. She could have easily got away with the shit if she had just thrown the fucking letters away, but she was holding on to them shits like trophies.
Or
somebody saying like
women
more hurt that she
cheat
kept the
with
letters
their heart.
than he was that she cheated.
Yeah, because we cheat with our dick. Women cheat with their heart.
Hey, you know what I mean? I think in my mind, this bitch getting fucked like Tasha off of Power.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking in my mind.
Like I said, and that's a thing. Because I don't know if y'all have ever been the nigga that the woman is coming to cheat with.
Oh yeah.
But man,
all the time.
They get real freaky with that other nigga.
Oh man, I jumped out the building a couple times.
Like,
I'm
nigga,
airsoft airborne train.
Are you even doing this shit with your nigga?
And if you've been that dude, you know all the foul shit that she was telling you about, dude. She was telling you her dude ain't shit. He ain't this. He ain't that.
Yeah, like nigga, imagine your girl showing the fuck out for this dude.
So I think
just straight pillow talking.
But I think that's what caused the problems in relationships though, because we have been that side dude before. So when
Yeah,
things
and,
go
and we
kind of
know
things
what
go
it
left,
entails.
yeah, if things go left, you think in your head, she got a side nigga too. Like you know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
And the
And
thing
it
is,
goes
like,
there.
when we in our head, like the imagination that we have of what she did, like nigga, she probably let this nigga do all type of nasty shit. She probably pulled that move on that nigga that she be doing on me.
She hit the nigga with the Dougie Fresh.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
That's
even
just
Man,
it.
she
not.
Oh
yeah,
shit,
man.
it's over with.
She hit that nigga with the fly.
Sometimes it's not even what she did. Is sometimes it's what she might. I wish she would do some because you know you did some crazy shit before too. So it's like I wish my girl would do some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's like that.
So
Mhm.
so so back to the question. So you think that the male ego is more fragile than the woman's?
No,
Of course.
it's not.
When it comes to cheating shit,
It's
oh
just
man,
different.
I've seen a lot of people snapped out, man. A lot of these bitches get burnt, bleached on in the eyes. You know what I mean? Just just getting caught cheating, man. Because I think we got like a fragile heart when it comes to catching somebody cheat. I've seen a lot of motherfuckers just become crash dummies off that and just be real.
It's not the heart, it's the ego.
Yeah, the ego, yeah, the heart, but you're also heartbroken too.
Nah, it's more their ego and that pride that's hurt
Right.
more
Yeah.
than anything.
Well, I think it's a little bit of both though, because
Yeah,
like Dolomite said though, yeah, when we cheat from necessity. You know, so we cheat that you know what I'm saying, something there. You know what I'm saying? But you gave your heart to this one person. You didn't give your heart to this chick you cheating on her with. You gave your heart to this one person, and she actually stepped out on you. So now your heart broken because like, look, I expressed this love for you, and you hurt my feelings now.
Mhm.
So I think that's
I
why
mean,
guys take it more further than women.
I agree.
Yeah,
It's a lot
and
of pride in that. Like the few times I did take a chick back after I found out she cheated, it's because I
Mhm.
saw the dude she cheated with, and I was like, "Oh hell no, not him! Like you're not about to leave me for this nigga. Like let me go ahead. I got to get you back just to prove that he can't have that." And I ain't really want it, but it was the pride thing. Like I had to get my lick back. Like nah, you're not going. You not about to take my,
That
not you, nigga.
cousin, you not about to cheat on me with a nigga at Wendy's? No, you know what I'm saying?
Well, first of all,
I said
I'm
not a
petty. You
bus
can't.
driver.
No, well, first of all, I'm petty. I'm petty. You can't leave me and get into a better situation, and that ain't gonna happen. But
Damn.
no, you can't do that. You can't leave
Hey,
me and move up.
hold on. Hey, yo, funny story, funny story. So can you imagine, like, this is what I went through. Like a girl cheated on her dude. The dude found out. He was like, "You cheated on me with a nigga in a wheelchair." So I was like, "Yeah, she did." You know what I mean? So, it's like, so I know
Well,
how that goes. That
That's
pride
some
shit hit
funny
different.
nigga in a wheelchair, homie. I got a homeboy in a wheelchair out here in Compton. That nigga got all the hoes.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, see, but I'm from VA, so like they're different out here towards people with a wheelchair than like maybe in like California. You know what I'm saying? So, like, so a lot of
hey,
people it's kind of taboo over here. You feel me?
Rude. Have you ever like a nigga sneak up on you like, no, this bitch is my caregiver, and she get behind you?
Nah, like, cause nah, ain't nobody ever try.
Nigga
Nah,
say, no, this nigga
well,
fucking the shit out your bitch whole time. You think your girl work for this dude. Not even realize he knocking your girl whole back in.
hey yo, hold on, man, hold on. Yeah, well, back to rule. Like say, yo, it is a difference between a nigga in a wheelchair in Compton and a nigga in a wheelchair VA. In Compton, that shit, that's a nigga in
Yeah.
a wheelchair in Compton. That nigga, he did that shit in the middle of battle.
Yeah,
Like
he got shot.
yeah,
a nigga,
He got
a
shot in the
nigga, a
back.
nigga,
Yeah.
a nigga in a wheelchair in VA. That nigga tripped and fell. That's what the fuck
that
happened. Like
nigga,
it's
that
Damn.
nigga tripped and fell. He got into a car accident. Well, I got cerebral palsy, so it's like,
yeah.
what can you? So the girls be like, what can you do for me? And then I show them. You know what I mean? And then
Hey.
it's all up. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie.
He
Hey
said this
yo,
Tell me,
motherfucker works very well, ladies.
my favorite movie though out of that was South Central when Ray got shot though in the back for stealing that radio. I say yo, I love that movie, man. You know what I mean? Even though it's based in
This-
California, I love
Yeah,
that
they
movie.
fucked
Yeah.
his ass up.
all right,
Oh man.
all right, so we're talking about cheating. Moving on from there,
Yeah.
and this is for all y'all fellas. I want y'all to be honest with me on this part right here. All right, so
okay.
what if she comes to you? What if your girl come to you, or your wife come to you? Like you said, I'm married too. So what if your wife come to you and says, I think we should do a poly relationship. Are y'all
Most
cool with
certainly.
Nah,
being in a poly
I ain't
relationship?
going for it.
Poly
I can't.
meaning two women or anything
What,
other than that.
I mean, what does she say she want another guy?
then she can go get another guy. I just won't be involved in it.
Yeah. No, sir.
Hell no, we not doing none of that, Brody.
All right.
We
No,
not
sir.
doing none of that.
Now, if she said we can bring another chick, I'm all with that. That'd be great. But another dude, like I just know, like me as who I am, I'm not finna be like, oh, I'm in the shower and all of a sudden I hear, pop, pop, pop. What's that? Oh, that's my head
Nah,
hitting the wall
hell nah,
while I'm in
hell
the
nah.
shower. He wearing her ass out. Like, no, I'm cool.
We
I
ain't
mean,
doing
they
that.
have their own room outside of your room, so they on the other side of the
But
house.
you in the house, and I'm sure you're gonna hear the sounds of love making at some point. And imagine she in there making some sounds you ain't never heard before.
Mm.
Yeah, nigga, I don't share. I used to drink by myself because I didn't want to share the bottle.
Yeah,
Like
like I said, nigga, I don't pass a blunt or receive a blunt from nobody. I for damn sure ain't finna share no wife.
I've actually
Bye, bye.
had did a couple episodes with some poly couples, and the one thing they tell me is like you have to be emotionally prepared to do something like that. And a lot of people just think it's all it's the sex and sex. Yeah, maybe so, but you better be emotionally prepared and stable to handle that type of addition and commitment. Some have it to where if she gets a dude, then he gets a girl. So I mean, there's different types of poly relationships out there. But as for me, nah, I'm good.
So my idea of poly is that everybody is in a relationship together, right? So that means if she brings another guy, that means that's your boyfriend too, right?
Pause.
That's your
No, pause.
that's
Hold.
your brother hubby. Well, see, the
I
thing
mean,
is in polygamy, or what I think you talking about is polyandry.
mhm,
Yeah,
The dudes, they don't interact with each other as far as sexually,
right.
but at the end of the
yeah.
day, y'all niggas is sharing a woman.
Mhm.
So what that entails is what that entails. And like I said, there's no fucking way that I can imagine myself being down with nothing like that. Cause like I said, like I couldn't imagine, I'm downstairs making myself some breakfast, so I hop up for a midnight snack, and all of a sudden I'm hearing, oh, oh, hell no.
So
No.
like
But,
if I so like
but
if I
not
don't share, go ahead.
I gonna say not to even mention that it's your wife, but then you gotta work in her schedule, they schedule for you to spend time with your wife.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
and so
like
like
men are very possessive. Like a lot of times women can handle the shit because a lot of them, they've already been in situations where they've been sharing a nigga whether they knew it or not. So a lot of them are already somewhat preconditioned to being like, you know what? At least I know the other woman my dude fucking at this point. Like I already know that my man desires to have another woman. So instead of him sneaking around with the bitch, she over there in the living room while I'm in the bedroom folding laundry. So it is what it is.
Hey,
So
I talked to one couple where the wife was bi, so they brought in another wife or another
mhm,
chick. So then the wife ended up getting jealous and emotional
mhm.
because she wasn't getting,
Yeah,
he was treating the I don't know what you call him, the new wifey,
the sister
The
wife.
girl, the
the sister
girlfriend.
yeah.
wife.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
sister wife.
he would talk to her a whole lot different than when he would talk to her.
And the thing
So
is,
she
it's like a lot of times that second one get treated like the shiny new toy or
right.
like the new baby. Like,
Mm-hmm.
everybody love that new baby a whole different way. It's like, oh, look at the new baby. So with me, as far as polygamy go, I feel like it's a lot better when it's discussed in the beginning.
Mhm,
Like it's not something that you and your wife is 5 years deep and then all of a sudden you want to spice it up because you're gonna
mhm,
end up fucking
Yeah,
it up.
facts.
But if you meet your woman and day one, she like, I'm into that poly shit. So, even though me and you gonna be boyfriend and girlfriend, at some point, I want to introduce another chick into this relationship. I feel
right,
like,
right.
it works a whole lot better like that because everybody coming in with the understanding. as opposed to your wife feeling like she the sheriff, and then when the new motherfucker coming and you just on some, oh yeah, nigga, this is all me. This the new whoop-de whoop. You know, if
I
it
mean,
fucks
but
everything up.
I think end of the day though, your main chick's gonna be the sheriff of that situation regardless. You know what I'm saying? If you bringing in 2 or 3 other chicks in, you got that head chick in charge. Like, look, I'm first, y'all gonna be next, and we'll go from there. You know what I'm saying?
That's only if she's emotionally capable of handling that. Because
I can't.
imagine you just got done smashing the new toy, and you're like, baby, why can't you get wet like she get wet?
Yeah, like,
Oh yeah, nigga, you trying to wake up with hot ass grits all over your
you
face.
see what I'm saying?
Chris, you trying to wake up with a damn bullet in the ass.
Did you know that her ankles go behind her neck?
Don't never in your life compare your woman to no other woman in the motherfucker. I don't give
yeah,
a
hey,
fuck if I'm
niggas,
watching a porno and she do some crazy backflip shit. I'm not gonna
yeah,
mention that to my woman. I might
like,
look at her and be like,
like
but in
imagine
no
you get
circumstance am I gonna be like, damn, baby, why you can't do that shit? Because
Right.
violence
like
will ensue.
like imagine you get into an argument with her and be like, I'll never have these problems with Sharonda. Like that's like, you know what I mean? Like you can't do shit like that.
You gonna find out what your blood tastes like.
So my thing is, it was this guy. He's getting real popular on TikTok and shit. He's in a poly relationship, but he got like I think 4 or 5 women. So my question is
Yeah.
do you think there's a cap to how much you think this shit should go?
Is however well you could spend your 24-hour day. Because at the end of the day, if all the women in the relationship feel fulfilled with the amount of time that you give them, then you know the sky is the limit. But a lot of niggas, especially if you a working man, because you know, I think in his situation, maybe the women work or something, and he just chilling at the house. So whenever you know they free, he probably free. You know, because I think, did y'all see the one with the 2 white girls and the black dude? And they was like, he's our trophy husband. He doesn't work. You know, so it's like if you just a stunt dick to all these women,
God damn,
then that's cool because you know they get off work and you ain't got nothing but stamina, nigga. You ready to get it cracking because you've been waiting on these motherfuckers to come home. You know, that's cool. You can have as many as you want to. But nigga, if you was a nigga and you working the 8 to 10 to 12-hour workday, nigga, you was not finna come home and please 5, you know, different personalities, my nigga. You
So
finna be
like
like, look, which one of y'all?
so like 4 or 5 women is that's a cult. Like you got a cult thing going on, bro. Like
Hey yo, man.
I mean, you mean like a cap is like that's the cutoff, or a cap is like
as is cutoff, man. Do you think it is too? When is a good thing is too much?
As far as that, it ain't got nothing to do with me. That's on them.
Right.
Exactly. And that's what
he
I'm saying.
cleared that.
That ain't none of my business.
If my 1 hour
10,
is enough for them, cool.
Yeah.
I had 20 of these motherfuckers. If they are willing to just take the little piece of me that I'm willing to give them at the time that I'm willing to give it to them.
What's up, bro?
I'm 280, dog. There's no way I'm doing all this. I work 60 hours a week, nigga. Ain't enough rhinos, ain't enough weed on this planet to help my dick in that situation. 5 rods.
Yeah, nigga, you gonna have to open up a honey pack factory.
Shit. Let me tell you this right, man. It's gonna be all good until that damn cycles all combined together. And that shit happened on the day.
Because you know I run red lights, Eric G. You know I run red lights if the paperwork right.
Oh no, he ain't talking about when the red lights is being ran. He talking about when them personalities start personalitying.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the red lights.
When chicks get cool, all that cycle coincide together.
Then now you got 5 crazy period women going the hell off at the same time.
It's like that movie The Gray. You got to break the miniatures in your hand and wrap your hands.
But then it's like you had that one girl that's like, man, dealing with you was enough shit. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, I told my wife, look, I'm doing good dealing with you. I don't need a second and third personality and trying to figure out them, and I'm doing good figuring you out.
Yeah.
As well as figuring myself out. So I don't need to add nobody else to this equation at all.
Cause we just getting right shit, like, you know what I'm saying, like, so it's
Yeah.
just like, nah, I'm cool, bro.
I told her, just look at my bank account. You think I can afford another bitch?
And see, like, because I tried poly, and honestly,
Right.
I think that's the reason that I'm no longer married, because I think it was a situation where she thought she was down until it became real, and then she realized she wasn't down with it, but we had already gone too far already. So it went from, we have this situation that we all gonna do, to, nigga, you a cheater. So it's
I
like,
was, hey, I was gonna try it, bro, but then the people I was gonna try it, like the girls I was gonna try it with, like the attitudes, just, I was like, nah, this ain't gonna work. Like, I can't, this got to stop right now. I can't
yeah.
do too much attitude, bro. I can't do it.
And and like I said, like, you can't introduce it to somebody who is not already down with it from the jump.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
it's cool when you come in with it, like, this is what it's gonna be. So eventually, even though it's one of us and one of us, at some point it's gonna be another woman involved. So you already know this coming in. So you're gonna be cool with it when it happened. My situation, shit, I think I was married like 9 years already.
Woo.
So,
Yeah,
You try something new.
you
exactly,
can't change no shit up at the halfway point,
exactly.
man.
Yeah, nigga, she coming in like, nigga, I'm the queen bee, nigga. Fuck you mean you like her? Fuck you mean, like, every little thing that I did for the other woman, it was like a fucking problem.
Yeah,
You know,
like,
to
Eric
the
G, it's
point
like,
where now it just keeps getting brought up to the point where it's like, all right, we just need to split this shit up.
Right. What you
only
say,
thing you
Ron?
gotta do only thing you gotta do to keep it spicy. I told you, buy a poo shicey mask, put a ski mask on. Tell the kids to go over to grandma's house. Wait till she come in the house. You put the plastic knife in her neck. Hey, give me them. Take them drawers off slowly. That's all you gotta do to keep it spicy.
you a different
Nah,
man, my guy.
that
So,
You a
that that
different man.
depends on what part of the country you live in, because some women will literally shoot your ass.
on purpose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
I know.
you
I know
might
where
be
the
in the
guns at the
wrong part of
crib.
the country. Yeah, depending on where you live
I,
at, because I know chicks that carry guns in their purse and in their pockets and in their little bags, and you be trying to get freaky sneaky, and all of a sudden you in the hospital bleeding the hell out because you ain't realized she had that Saturday night special on her.
Yeah. You go to the
Yeah,
wrong
that's a
open
fact.
carry state, you're gonna find out quick.
Yeah, you fucking with a
oh,
woman
shit.
from Texas.
I'm just. That's
Man.
why you leave a message on the phone,
Well,
baby. Let's try
first
something
of all,
new.
man, shit,
Yeah,
Rod,
see.
like you said earlier, motherfucker, you ain't got the money in the bank to do that tricky shit. That's gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Depending on who you fucking with, like, if you let her know, yeah, we finna do some wild shit. So
Hey,
just
bro,
be ready
like,
when you get home.
bro, I'm cheap, bro. So if I gotta, I like, no, like, I could do something for me and my girl, but to add somebody else, nah, we cool, bro. That's too much of a bill right now.
Mm. All right,
Man,
so let me move on to the next topic. All right, so we living in a society now, y'all, man, where we live in a very sex positive society where everything is up for grabs. We're we're in the OnlyFans territory where like everybody's just willing to do what they do whatever just to get views or whatever. Have y'all ever paid for the pussy?
No,
What?
sir.
I paid for it. I've been paying 5 years straight. What the fuck you mean?
I've never directly paid for pussy, but
You take
It's
a
never a
motherfucker out to
transaction.
eat. You pay for
I've
the
paid
yeah,
to eat
bills.
yeah,
You pay
that's
these
pussy.
what I'm
bills.
saying. Like, I've done what it took to get some pussy, and it cost me money. But, like, did I ever be like, how much?
I paid a couple joints. You know what I mean? It still
Hell no.
counts. It still counts. It still counts.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's a man on this panel who is like, every single piece of pussy I've ever gotten, I've broke even financially or came up.
Woo!
Nah, nigga, we
Yeah,
all
it's not
came up
possible.
negative in order to get some pussy. So if you want to talk about it in that context, yeah, nigga, we done all came up financially negative to make
Yeah,
sure some
no.
pussy. But as far as like directly paying, like, you know, you went to the red light district and was like, yeah, you know, let me get
I
the
mean,
30-minute hourly rate room.
but I'm saying, we at a place now where females are saying, look, fuck you, pay me. I'm not gonna fuck with you unless you got money.
Shit.
I'm not
Shout
gonna
out
fuck
to
with you unless
them.
you pay for this shit, man. I mean, that's been real though. I mean, that's what these young girls are about nowadays. Look,
Because
I'm
niggas is
not gonna do that
weirdos.
until you give me money.
Like,
I mean,
luckily, I
Well,
was blessed to be handsome with a good sense of humor. So I ain't falling. That shit not happening to me.
I understand. We say, Willie.
you said young girls. I'm only fucking with grown ass women.
I mean, hell, you still got them old chicks in the back, man. Miss Gladys still think that she
Miss
still got it.
Gladys.
Cause
Yeah, okay.
I know some more. I know
And
some
nigga said
women.
Miss Gladys.
I know some 50-year-old women that'll for sure try to hit your pockets.
I do
But
too.
you know, like I said, you know, luckily I've never been put in that position. I've always pretty much been able to you know, kill what I hunted, as opposed to going to the store and buying my meat.
Eric G, I fucked a couple Wandas in my time. I ain't gonna lie on my piece.
This
Yeah.
nigga here,
You know,
bro.
y'all a snowfall. I fucked a couple Wandas. And you know what I
Man,
mean?
ugly bitches got that fire.
You know what I
And then
mean? And that pink velvet is good. Miss Gladys got that pink velvet. No teeth in her mouth.
Wait a minute. Let me make sure my wife is upstairs. But yeah. I with you though.
Nigga said,
I mean,
nigga said, hold on.
Don't wait now. You already asked the question. Don't wait now.
Your wife
ask
knows just as well as anybody that
yeah.
them ugly motherfuckers, they suck you like
God.
the cure to cancer is in that
That
motherfucker.
nigga Eric G said I cannot confirm or deny any of these allegations that's on this show.
That's why they got like 7 kids. That's why they got like 7 kids, them ugly motherfuckers. They be having like 7 kids.
Yeah. Hey, I'm married too, so I'm not gonna say shit.
I said this one time on another show, man. I was like, yo, you ever had one that was so damn ugly? I mean, she was ugly as shit, but she sucked your dick so damn good, you forgot she was ugly. Like you take
I'm gonna keep
ass
it
out in public and go hanging out.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna keep it G. Everybody, I'm sure everybody on this panel has messed with a girl that like we don't tell the homies about. You know what I'm saying? We just go over to the crib late at night and just keep it low key. Everybody that did that.
Hey yo, Eric G, this bitch was so ugly. She was so ugly, but the pussy was so good. I bought her a Michael Kors purse. I bought her a Michael Kors purse. I'm telling you, that bitch was that good. I bought her a Michael Kors purse.
So you was tricking.
Oh man,
yeah, I was finna say. So you definitely paid for some pussy.
Oh yeah, I paid a couple times.
That nigga say he tricking because he got it, nigga.
And the thing is, like, I'm not even mad at it because, like, being from the game, as far as like the pimp game, like you can't be mad at the tricks as a motherfucker in the pimp game because at the end of the day,
you paying for the good service.
Without the tricking, there's no money for the pimping. Without tricks, there's no money for hoes. So you can't have this like negative feeling toward dudes who willing to pay for pussy. Like I don't shame dudes for saying that they willing to pay for something, because at the end of the day, a lot of times it's not even the pussy you paying for. You paying for the discretion. You paying to save some time. Like instead of me taking you on dates with the hopes of possibly getting it, I could give you this money and guaranteed I'm going to get it.
Let me tell you this.
Yeah, acting like
majority of y'all dads and granddads them should pay for it.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That's cool. And I'm a truck driver.
Hey, Dolan,
I come from a career of tricking.
How many motherfuckers women you think gonna say I sold my pussy last Friday? Ain't none gonna tell you that.
No, it's so dope.
They tell you nowadays, motherfucker. They tell
you.
It's
some people out here that's open.
I'm talking about the old school ones.
Oh no, Miss Gladys gonna
back in the day they wasn't finna disclose that, because a lot of y'all grandmothers was out there doing it.
That pink velvet.
And a lot, and it's a lot of motherfuckers that know that they grandmother was out there getting cracking, but they not finna admit their grandmama was, making them rent payments. A lot of y'all niggas wouldn't have started Pop Warner if your mama, didn't do what needed to be done.
That's big facts. But some people come from that rural line of hoes. You know what I mean?
A lot of
whole pedigree.
Don't admit it. Just like a lot of niggas don't admit that they pay for pussy.
Oh no,
It's all
I know
good.
I
I
know a
know.
lot of niggas who have directly paid for pussy. Like I got some homegirls that got some screenshots of some niggas who I didn't think would have done that. Because a lot of niggas like to try to play this player role, like, nah, man, I ain't never got to pay for no pussy. Da-da-da. Yes, you did, brother. And I
You
get it,
gotta
because some of the women who they paid, I'm like, hey, man, hey, I ain't mad at you.
cash up
That's,
receipts though.
that's all good. I know it exists out there. I know people is selling it and people is buying it, but any pussy with a price tag is I don't want it. You don't even value
Because,
it enough. So I'm
But
yeah,
good.
like
I
just,
like to barter the pussy though. I barter though. I'm not gonna
yeah,
get.
man,
I'm not gonna
hey,
get the
man.
highest number. I'm gonna play. Let's make a deal. No,
Yeah,
not
definitely. Sometimes you start low and she start high and y'all try to meet somewhere in the middle.
Mm.
Ain't nothing
I
wrong with
mean,
a negotiation. Sometimes the negotiation is foreplay.
being honest with y'all, man, selling pussy is the oldest profession in the world. So it's been out here. I mean,
Definitely.
so now we talking about as ugly chicks and stuff like that you don't want nobody to know about. Now I'm gonna ask y'all this right here, and this is gonna make y'all really see your reaction on this. So lately it's been this thing now that a lot of guys, and I know damn well I ain't into this shit, but a lot of guys has been into the trans play.
What?
Trans play.
What's
that
that?
nigga said
That
what?
nigga said trans play.
What?
You
What
mean
does
Trans
that
fucking
play.
mean?
trannies?
They fucking
What?
trannies.
Nah,
And,
I
but
ain't. Nah, I ain't.
but they and their thing is she's still a woman at the end of the day.
My meat is
No, she not,
halal. I'm
nigga.
not going in the mud.
If that person has a prostate, that's a man.
Nah, man, you lost me right there, cuz.
Like, nigga, I don't give a fuck if you cut your shit off, turned it inside out, and made it into a coochie. You still got a prostate.
Hey,
You a
Willie.
man,
Willie, you hear on all this shit. This is
That
why I'm on the bench. This is why I'm not coming
nigga.
off the porch. The game is fucked up.
Caitlyn
I'm not
Jenner
playing.
is a
It
man.
is crazy nowadays, man.
That person has a prostate. Like, that's the thing. Like, nigga, even if a woman turn into a man and she do what she got to do and make a dick and all that, she got ovaries in there, dog. She still got a cervix, my nigga. So even though you got a beard and muscles and a dick and some balls, nigga, you got a cervix too, my nigga. You a woman,
She
I'm
could have
mad. He
dropped the
said.
ball, man.
I'm mad. He
huh?
said trans play like it's some kind of sport. Like a lot of.
Yeah, nigga, that
I
shit
mean,
trans play, nigga. I'm
I
thinking, is that
I
some
got,
shit
I
you
got,
do off the
I got, I
backflip?
got, I got, I got to be politically correct on this damn shit, man. This is my
That
show.
nigga
If I'm
said
on
that
your show,
shit
I
like
say
it was
real
on
shit.
Madden. Like you asked Madden and he like run the trans play, I formation, trans play.
I gotta say this shit in the right way, man, because it does happen nowadays more than you think, man. It's a lot of dudes out here don't see nothing wrong with it,
And the funny thing,
consider themselves still straight because she looks like a woman. She presents herself as a woman.
and shit,
Nah,
like
man.
just a larger conversation that I recently had about 2 weeks ago with one of my homegirls. I'm very sure I know a nigga who gets pegged
Oh, that's
because
a whole nother
I
conversation.
keep hearing too many women telling me stories about pegging dudes, and they always say this same shit. You be surprised who's into it.
Mm.
And I'm like, I damn sure would, but because of the frequency of how much I hear it, it's like if somebody tell you 4 out of every 10 niggas is getting pegged, I know more than 10 niggas.
Hey,
I'm sure
you
y'all
know
know more than 10 niggas.
what happened to good old days? Paul getting your goose licked and your asshole ate. You know what I mean? What's wrong with that, man?
Whoa! I don't know if I've ever had.
They want to spice it up, take it up a notch. That's what
I
that
don't
is.
think I ever lived in them good old days.
Ain't
Ain't
that
nothing
much.
wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with a woman licking your asshole. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong
Ain't
with it.
nothing. Ain't nothing wrong with like we not spicing it up that much. It's not
Yeah,
that
hey man,
serious. Like
no judgment, man. If that's what you into and shit, hey man, shout out to you. But like I said, dog, when my homegirls tell me that there's a lot of niggas that's into that, I'm like, I have to know some. I don't think they're ever gonna out these dudes, but it definitely make me look at my friend group different. Like, which one of you niggas is into
I
that
mean,
shit?
but the same way. That's the same way
Which one of
too.
you niggas getting bent over?
Hey, look,
God
hold on, but
almighty.
but the same way it's saying that it's a lot of niggas that's in the hood that's on the DL that's been
Oh
smashing them
yeah,
damn
that's
dudes on the
Shit.
low. A lot of niggas in the hood.
I know a lot of OG killers from my neighborhood who
Mm.
I was finna say Thank you
Yeah,
for my
like
media training and me not saying the word I was finna say.
disclaimer.
Exactly. You see how I went,
You
you see how I
know,
went to the
I
translate
I, I
part.
wasn't finna use, the word that as a content creator it's a guaranteed cancel. I was finna say this dessert that you get on Christmas that nobody ever
Oh,
finishes.
come on, man. You can't say that on.
Exactly. So I'm not finna say that. But I know some killers, like some niggas who put in a whole lot of work in the street, who went to prison and they was in there partying.
There are dudes.
And
That's
Like
matter
I
of
real.
said,
fact,
That's real.
I knew niggas who got out of prison and the party didn't stop.
that is true too. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I mean, like you said, I tell everybody know my story, man. I tell you, I'm from the hood of North Carolina, man. But it used to be a point where, at one point in time, the dudes were coming out and exposing guys every damn summer. You know what I'm saying? So it happens. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So
Hey,
I'm
that's
like, I'm
crazy
not
because you lived in a small town.
exactly, but it happens though. It
Damn, what
happens way
part of
more than
North
you think.
Carolina?
This little town called Henderson. It's right
Oh,
outside
okay.
of yeah, it's right on the Virginia line. I
My
mean,
nigga
you
said
look
a
up the
little town.
no. Matter of fact,
It's
look up
just a
the
small
top.
time, boy.
Oh, listen. Look up the highest crime towns, and you'll see my town.
No,
And see
I know
that's
because I'm from Charlotte, so I know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
damn nigga. Do
but
every nigga in North Carolina have a podcast? I know a gang of niggas do podcasts in Virginia and North Carolina. Is that like y'all
nah,
nigga
I live.
national sport, nigga? Like
Nah,
damn,
I live. Hey, the funny thing
ain't
is, I live
shit
in
else to do.
Virginia.
Ain't shit else to do, my nigga.
every
That's the
nigga.
point.
I'm like nigga. Next time I make my way down, I'm probably gonna be on like 200 podcasts. Next
Cause
time I'm in
boy,
the area.
cause it ain't shit to do here. Like I'm from Virginia, right? But I'm like I live in Virginia, but I'm from Charlotte. So yeah, a lot of niggas do got podcasts out
And I
this bitch.
always and I
I mean,
always said if I ever left Southern California, I was gonna move to Charlotte or Greensboro.
no,
Yeah.
you good, man. Don't turn this shit to Atlanta, man. We good.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
That's
my
fucked
thing
up.
is, my
Nigga,
thing is,
don't
man.
want these crazy transplants in y'all state fucking up the economy.
Oh man, I mean, shit. We took all we got everybody from North Carolina, from New York down here. So shit.
Damn.
But no, man. I would say that, but I don't feel about you got me tripping about that part. But it does happen. It is a lot of stuff like that happen out there. I want
It's
to
a
get
lot of
your
freaky niggas, man.
that is happening. Now, Rod, this is right. I'm going to say that's right down your lane, bro. So speaking of people that nobody want to talk about, or people you have sex with nobody want to talk about, what is this? What is this big diss we have now with big girls? A
I
lot
don't
of
know,
guys
man.
don't. A lot of guys don't want to be seen with big girls. A lot of guys.
Shit.
A lot.
It's cold out here,
I'm
man. BG
saying
high. BG
a
high,
lot of
man.
guys. A lot of
Shout out
guys
to the
is hiding the big
BBWs.
girls. They hide in front of big girls. They shout
Not
out.
me.
Lizzo has been talked about her whole
Nah, that
entire
hold
career.
on, hold on.
Different.
That's
That big bitch,
bullshit.
that big bitch right there, she ain't no BB dub.
What you mean?
No, she's come on, man. That's like saying all niggas are real niggas. She's not even part of the group, man. She's on the outskirts.
Which B does she not qualify for?
Not beauty. What the fuck you mean? She ain't
Okay,
beautiful.
I'm with you, nigga. I'm with you because to me, Lizzo just fat, dog. Like unpopular opinion, like nigga, there's some
That bitch.
sexy big women. Like old Monique when she first came out with Queens of Comedy, fat Monique was sexy to me. Like I had a crush on Nikki Parker, my nigga. Like I was like, that she can motherfucking get it.
Towards the later seasons, yeah.
Like with me, literally, dog, and I've been on record. I done said this a million times on my show. Like you got to be too something to do something. Like I don't like nothing under 200 pounds. Like I don't fuck with nothing small.
Like them skinny bitches got them pelvic bones to be hitting my dick, man.
Exactly.
It be feel like I'm playing ping pong. You know what I mean? That Atari game. It feel like that shit be hitting my
I don't
shit, man.
want nothing that look like me when we both get naked. Like I'm already skinny enough.
So
I like
I
like,
don't
them
want
fucking.
both
I
of
like
us
them
to be
rolls.
comparing shoulder blades in the mirror.
I like to grab
So,
the
like-
rolls like I'm playing. What's that shit called? That little thing with the snack, ping pong. You know what I mean? That little shit. You hit that shit like that. You hit that, move that shit like that.
Yeah, you hitting that shit from the
So,
back and it
like-
sound like you taking screenshots on your phone.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
so like I've been hitting BBWs just a lot. Like since day one. So this topic don't really apply to me because I like BBWs. I can't talk to a skinny person. Look, I'm already in a wheelchair, skinny. We can't look like we both don't eat. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I
I'm,
like my thick
I'm in the
things,
south.
dog.
I'm in the south, so it's thick in down this way.
Yeah, y'all got whole strip clubs for that shit.
yeah,
We
shout
I
out to
do.
want to go to
VA, North
one. I want
Carolina.
to go to one bad, dog. Like I want to go to a BBW strip club so bad.
Yo, they don't got none.
Not
Where they
out
got
here,
to?
not out here on the West Coast. Like on the
They
West
definitely got
Coast,
some down here.
on the West Coast,
Does
like
she does she
niggas
does she come
pretend
down the
they don't
pole
like.
and make hot water cornbread? That should be exciting.
I
Mm,
hope
That bitch
so.
come down the
Nah,
pole and make hot water cornbread coming down the pole.
Cause what part of the world you from, Rod?
I'm from Maryland. I'm from
Oh, okay.
outside of Baltimore.
Yeah,
nah,
cause see the
they.
thing is like
Oh, they ain't
us
got
on
no
in
BBW
these
joints in
coastal
Baltimore.
places, they be trying to
No,
pretend
all
they
these
don't
bitches
like
got
the
their
big
bodies done.
girls.
All these bitches
Yeah,
got their
cause
body done.
out here on the
I've been
West
to some of
Coast,
the worst strip clubs in Baltimore. Them joints was scary.
everybody
Roman
want to look
Jeans,
like
legend.
everybody out here want to look like Kim Kardashian.
Oh my
So
god. Hey yo,
you get
let's talk about that bitch praying on that young boy though.
yeah, like you get shamed in Southern California for running around with a big girl because we got so many, we got the women, out here in LA. So people just think like, oh, you go to LA, you gonna get you a Rihanna, Beyonce, superstar looking motherfucker. Me personally, I'll be like, nigga, give me them Jill Scotts. Where they at?
Ain't nothing wrong with Jill Scott. Ain't nothing wrong with Jill. But I'm saying I do feel like a lot of people nowadays do downplay the big girls, man. They don't want to be seen in public with them. They don't want nobody to know they dating big girls. I mean, it's
Shit.
still
Not
What year
me.
is
I
this?
You gonna see me riding my big girl. I'm gonna be on her back like a toddler.
not me.
Big
Where-
big girls has been in. I don't where you get your information from, Eric?
What year is this?
Hey, no.
Honestly, but the thing is, I think whoever
it
held that
happened.
study was probably either out this way or probably up somewhere up top, like Philly, something like that.
That is true. I mean, but it's true though. I mean, like I said, I'm from the South. I mean, it's nothing for us to see people big girls. It's no problem.
Yeah.
But the further out you go, a lot of people do not want to be seen in public. I mean, a lot of big girls has been the undercover lovers, the behind the scenes. They're gonna take care of the man, but he didn't want to be pride. He feel like his pride is gonna be knocked if he out in public.
Fuck that. I
Man,
I
I
got a
Motherfucker.
I got a motherfucker right now that I'm like, nigga, if I ever find an excuse to go to Mississippi, I'm on the way.
I've seen some BBWs that will shut down a room.
I know.
No matter, no matter if it's a skinny girl or there's some BBWs out there, man. That
I don't believe.
Yeah,
woo,
Jill
no
Scott.
man. I mean,
Like,
my,
But it's a
I
way
done
to
said
be.
1,000 times. If I could hit any celebrity on the planet, Jill Scott
Jill
is
Scott.
on
Scott.
the way.
Big fact. But
Hey,
it's a way.
I'm
It's
taking
a
Stephanie
way
Jill
to
Mills
make
Scott
is
it.
over
mine.
Beyonce. I'm taking Jill Scott over Rihanna.
Stephanie Mills is mine.
I'm taking Jill Scott over everybody.
Now we
It's a
said
way to make.
big.
Mills
Way
ain't
to
no
make
We
any
said
shit
big girls, not the
BBW.
old girls.
Some
I
of
want
these,
an old girl. Sorry.
some of these big
Yeah,
girls
that's
is
what
out
you
here
said.
just squeezing in anything, and then it's not. It go from being sexy to being like, nah, that's not the way to.
But
Not
but
the way
that's
to
Squeeze
the
do
into my
key.
bedroom with your big ass.
That's the key. They gotta know how to dress.
Yes, squeeze your big
Okay.
ass into
They
my
gotta know how to
bedroom
dress.
door.
yeah, you get a big girl and know how to dress. Yeah,
Yeah, nigga,
I said,
don't fuck around and smell
and she
good.
can she can
man.
cook too. She can cook.
Hey,
Let me tell you this right here, man. Ain't nothing like a big girl who can dress and her titties smell good.
good
Yeah.
lord.
you
She
smell
gonna,
good.
she gonna be
Period.
she gonna be dragging me around like I'm a keychain.
Smell
Yo,
good.
the
Period.
most dangerous ones, the flexible big ones. Oh my god. You can stack that bitch up like a transformer and them
And they
legs
also
move all the way
sleep.
up.
Nigga,
Oh my
had
god.
them big ass leg, whole body
Oh,
feel
I
like
call,
a titty.
I call that the Harley. Hit that big bitch with the Harley with them two legs up.
Yeah, nigga,
Nah,
and her
like
whole body feel like a titty. In the dark, you be squeezing everything, and it just feel like everything is booty and titty. Like I don't even know which one of these holes it is, but I'm gonna put my dick in it.
Yeah.
It's nothing like that.
Based on the comments from this panel, Eric, I'm gonna say that your information is false.
Yeah, it's
Hey
false.
yo, bro. Hey yo. As a man who has traveled around the BBW world, I am cool. I get
Because
it. It does happen.
Uncle Dolomite done gave you a plethora of
Yeah, because
information.
Yeah, because the thing is, I'm in the area where BBWs are so called like shunned, but
Right.
it's
Willie
niggas
Mammoth.
out here that don't mind being like, hell yeah, that's my girl, nigga. Yeah, she
So-
weigh
so-
more than me.
Hey,
so don't nobody
so you say if you go down south and you find that one, you might not
I might
even go
not come
there.
back.
You might,
Yeah.
you
Yo,
court
I'm
don't
staying.
nobody
Like I said, that's
don't
why
let
I
don't let
said
her
that
know
I
how to cook,
move
man.
out there. Because when I was out, I said, "Oh yeah, I like all of these."
Yeah.
Don't let you said Mississippi. Don't let her ask how to cook now.
I'm
That's it.
gonna leave one of them bags on my back like Santa Claus, and I'm
Mhm.
gonna have all the BBWs in a
Bro,
sack
listen,
on my
bro.
girl
way
got
back.
different
I'm gonna be
swag, man.
smuggling them back out here.
A big girl got
Bro,
different swag.
listen. A big girl that is confident, she know how to cook too. Boy, like you,
Mhm.
what, bro? Yeah, you definitely got to come down
Well,
south, bro.
I think to know how to cook goes without being said. That they didn't get big on accident.
No, there's some big girls that don't know how to cook now. Don't be
Nah,
surprised.
it's some big girls that don't.
You're right about that.
Well, if
There's some
they
big
can
girls that know how to cook.
if they can't cook, that mean they got enough money to stay restaurant fed. So either way, I'm with it.
Just like that one motherfucker off American Next Top Model, Takara Jones, when she came out on
Oh
the
my
scene walking
goodness.
like that with them big old
But my
titties.
thing, man,
Good
Takara
Lord.
wasn't big. She wasn't big at all. She just had big titties.
I don't give a damn.
She was two son. Like that
Yeah,
nigga
we
said.
talking.
Takara could
No,
have had it.
she still could. But
I would have
my
got
thing
her.
now,
She would have got pregnant.
no, but I'm saying, I'm with you. Like you said,
I'd have
we
trapped her
talking about that damn Monique when she hosted the BET Awards that one year.
when they did
You
the
know,
Beyonce
they
dance.
did the Beyonce dance.
I taped it on my VCR. I was like,
Monique
oh
looked
damn,
true. Monique looked.
shake that shit.
Monique looked trash now. She look like she going through some things or some. Like she look crazy.
She going through that Oprah Winfrey weight loss journey when it's starting to fluctuate. Like nigga, some people wasn't meant to get small. Like that's how Kelly Price. Kelly Price looked crazy. She still got a fat girl nose on a skinny people body. Like you can't work out that face. Like it ain't nothing in the gym that's gonna make your fat people face get skinny.
Hey,
Yeah,
Eric
because
G,
sometimes
I gotta say this. Why did the brat had to take that white semen? I could have gave something for like 1,500.
I could have gave it to her for free. She could have. I would have paid her 1,500.
But like some fat girls, bro, when they get skinny, it's like, bro, you look sick. Like you look like something wrong. You all right? Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, man, it's
Like they got the
sad.
house in Virginia.
So this is my last question, man. Any kind of serious though. So we like I said, there are a lot of guys, like I said, who don't know how to check their emotions, I guess, when it comes to dating people that they ain't used to, whatever. Do y'all think that what is y'all opinion as black men on showing emotions? Like
I mean,
I have this conversation with my sons now because they are getting to the place where they're like, look, we can't show emotion because it's not making us men.
I personally I don't feel like we should be treated. We should be looked at in the wrong sense because we as men show emotions, even though we were see we were taught. I was taught growing up that a lot of men shouldn't show their emotions, but I think that could be wrong too. Like you just gotta know when to show your emotions. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. Just know when to show your emotions.
Yeah, I think that's like a big problem, especially in the black community. Like us as men, we taught to be unreasonably tough. Like literally, you can fall and break your whole fucking leg. And if you cry for more than 20 seconds, like you gonna get your ass whooped. Like, yeah, your leg fell off. Nigga, quit crying. Walk it off. Like, nigga, my leg fell off. Walk that shit off anyway. You
I
know,
feel
so
like
it's like we're grown, we're groomed to suppress our emotions to the point where we end up dying early because we've been bottling this shit up for decades on end.
I feel like it kind of goes back to something that Uncle was saying about how men, like some of us grew up in a house full of women that didn't have a male presence, right? But even some of the males who did have a male presence didn't really get the correct male presence. So then you got to ask, what is the correct male presence? Because some people are gonna say is more masculine. Some people say he needs to be more sensitive, you know. So that's really the problem because men, a lot of us men don't know how to find that medium of knowing when to be masculine and when to be sensitive if we need to, which is us
Yeah.
which is us being emotional. You know, if your wife, I mean, I'm sure was it 4 of us that's married, we have to know, you know, when our wife comes to us and they're being emotional, you can't just be like, man, walk that shit off. It's gonna be all right. You can't do that, man. So you have to have some type of emotional. Now, like Dot knows me, so he knows I've been on a journey for like the last 3-4 years. So I'm just now really getting in tune with being emotional as a man. I'm 42 years old. You know what I'm saying? So it took a while. I mean, I had to read books because I didn't really have that male presence. You know what I mean? On when it's okay to be emotional.
Right.
We just don't. And then
And see,
some of us have the male presence, you know, where you bet not cry. I'm gonna give you something to cry about. So then when we get to that relationship or friendship that could be the one, we can't do it because we don't know how to untrain ourselves to learn how to be emotional.
and
But
see
that
with
that male
me,
presence that was around that taught you not to show emotion or taught you better not cry. Like women, a lot of women grew up with that same thing, and that's their ideal of what a man is supposed to be. So at
Exactly.
this point, like
Exactly.
men don't really have a safe space to be emotional. I think most of us
But
probably here have had some situation where you was honest or vulnerable with a woman about your emotions, and either had it immediately turned on you, like nigga, you too sensitive or something like that, or then had it thrown back in your face, you know,
later on,
when
yeah.
things got bad, you know, like, oh, that's why your mother ain't never hug you or some shit, you punk ass nigga. Like
I
I
mean,
think we've all
God,
gone through that. So there's no safe space for us. We don't know how to do it amongst each other. We don't really have a lane to do it with our women. So then we don't know how to do it in front of our children, and the cycle just keeps going. I'm with Willie. Like I'm trying to learn at this point, you know, what these emotions are. I think we so out of touch with our emotions that we be feeling things, and the only way we know how to express it is like anger. And so
and
everything
see
right,
with me, like I talk about this shit like a lot on my show, a whole lot more recently than when I first started my show, because
right.
I kind of started out just really giving niggas advice on just, you know, being just a real nigga in general. But as
That's right.
of recent, like the more that the mental health conversations have come up, the more I've been talking about, you know, men and the emotions that we have and how to deal with them. And one of my biggest things is,
Right, right.
as a man, you have emotions because you're a human. You deal with your emotions, you express your emotions. You know, you
Right.
as a man, especially in a relationship with a woman, especially as a head of your fucking household, you've gained the right as a man that has been conducting yourself as a man to be able to tell your woman, look, I'm sad.
Right.
Look, I'm
Right.
having a long day. Look, I'm disappointed. Look, I might even need to cry. Like, you know, it's fucked up for me right now. The only thing as far as when it comes to your emotions as a man is you don't move on those emotions like a woman. You know, women react emotionally. Now you can have emotions. You can be sad, you can be disappointed, you can be angry, you can be all of these things. But just don't allow these emotions to conduct your behavior for you, because
Right.
that's when you're moving into the role of being a bitch. You know, because like I say, when I use the word bitch in the context of human behavior, it's always an emotionally driven person. So
Right.
not you having emotions makes you a bitch. You moving on emotions make you a bitch. You know, a woman will have her feelings hurt and say, I'm gonna slash the tires on your car. You know, I'm gonna bleach your clothes. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But as a man, you supposed to be like, even though I'm sad, even though my feelings are hurt, I'm gonna deal with this as a man. I'm gonna go into my prayer closet, or I'm gonna take a walk, I'm gonna take a drive, I'm gonna talk to one of my friends, you know, because we all as men have a safe space. Most
Right.
of us have a friend who we can call, like, nigga, I just got something heavy and I gotta pass this to you.
Right,
You know,
right.
sometimes it's our mom. Like, I just need to call you mama, because I just got something I need to cry about.
So
You
let me
deal
say
with
this
that
right.
shit and then you move as a man.
Let me say this right here. I do think that the reason why we have such a problem with showing our emotions in the black community is because most of us is raised by single black women. You know what I'm saying? And they're doing their best to try to play the part of being the dad and the mom. So a lot of the black women is like, okay, I gotta make him tough. He gotta be a man. I gotta show him how to be a man. So you're not supposed to cry. I'm the woman. I'm not gonna cry. You know what I'm saying? So you're not supposed to like express your feelings because you're looking weak. And I do think that's false on the fact is we have so much single relationships, single parents.
But women decide that though. A lot of times we don't talk about
I mean,
that though.
and that's a whole nother type of discussion, man, about being single or not, man. But I do feel that, excuse me, I do feel that just because I do think as you grow, like I said, I'm a man who grew up with a single mom. I had my mom passed. I lived with my grandmother until she passed. By the time I got with my dad, I had my own work, like feelings of what a man's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And he was trying to express to me because he's a man who had went through it, but he was trying to explain to me how I'm supposed to like express that. And I'm like, look, man, I'm not even trying to hear what you're saying because I'm told to be strong. And it took a lot of shit on me for me to actually one day crack. And I felt weak as hell one day. I'm like, yo, why is I'm crying? Like, why is I'm crying? Because I don't cry in public. I don't let nobody see me cry in public. That ain't gonna happen. And it took me a while to fight with that to me, it felt like a demon. I'm like, I'm crying
But
because I'm expressing my feelings, and I don't like that. But I had to realize that being a man incorporates all of it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Being a
because
man shows all that. Go ahead, boss.
just because you weak sometimes don't mean you're not strong. You know what I mean? Like everybody go through it. E-
Mhm.
Like everybody go through hard times, bro. You can't. It's like you gotta just know how to maintain that, how to build and get yourself out of that. Like, cause I used to be a person that used to always be angry. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm doing a spiritual journey now, so it's just like now it's more to life than being angry all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's just you gotta be willing and you gotta be disciplined enough to know it's something better out there. You know, it's a better way to do stuff.
But
And
the one
we
thing,
all know this as men, but like if you was a young dude right now and you just look at like the world view on masculinity, like it's gotten to a point where it's a joke to us, but
Mhm.
you got all these things. Everything a dude do is gay right now. You fall asleep in the passenger seat, you gay. You order dessert, you gay. You know what I'm saying? Like there's an attack on we can't do nothing. We can't show no vulnerability, no weakness. We can't be tired. We can't, you know what I'm saying? We
And,
can't be hurt. We can't be afraid. None of these things or somebody gonna question who you
and a
are as a
lot
man.
of and literally a lot of what that is, you know, because like I've said it, like we've allowed women to tell us what masculinity is now. Like 90% of the people telling you what a real man is a woman. Women are telling us what a real man is. Like the term toxic masculinity, there's no such thing as toxic masculinity. The only thing that's toxic is a man that moves like a bitch. You know, because like I say all the time, moving on emotion is bitch behavior, even if that emotion is anger. Because a lot of men have been taught that if a nigga bump your shoulder and you sock him in his motherfucking face, that's manly. No, that's a bitch move. Because instead of dealing with your fucking emotions and saying, hey, my nigga, you bumped my shoulder, I didn't like that. Oh, my bad, black man. And y'all move the fuck on. You do some bitch shit and you move on your emotions. You know, somebody bumped your car and you did some bitch shit. Like
that's why I
moving
was.
on any emotion is
My
bitch
bad.
behavior. But go ahead, Willie.
Oh, my bad, man. I didn't mean to cut you off. But what I was saying was that's why I was getting at is we don't understand how to deal with our emotions. So that's why a lot of us act, as you were saying, as bitch shit. We your first emotion should be is to try to comprehend what just happened. But most guys don't know how to comprehend of what just happened, or to say you get into an argument with somebody at work and they say something, but you really don't understand what the fuck they just said. But you mad because you don't understand what the fuck they just said. So
Exactly.
you really just mad because you don't know what was just said, not what he said, and that's what happens to a lot of, especially black men, because we
Yeah,
don't know how to dissect. We don't know. We don't always know what is anger. We don't know what sad is.
yeah,
We know what happy
Right,
is. We
right.
think we do, but we don't know how to separate all those emotions.
yeah. Because like
And go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, I was going to say. I mean, if my dad had even showed any type of emotions, maybe I may know how to understand emotions, but he never did. You know what I'm saying? So how can I reflect that to you? You know, if Uncle shoots me a text or calls me and say, "Man, I'm going through this," all right, I hear what you're saying, but I don't really comprehend. I don't know what you're going through. I don't
Yeah,
feel what you feel.
yeah. Cause
It's
see,
to the point
like,
that people being emotional around you make you uncomfortable. Now you like,
yeah,
you
Yeah.
need to stop being emotional because that's fucking with me. I don't know how to deal with your emotions, more or less mine. So
Hmm.
like, you got to chill.
yeah. And see,
Yeah.
that's
Right.
like a lot of what I've been trying to deal with as far as like my content. Like the measure of a man is your ability to compose yourself in an emotionally heightened state.
Right.
Like learning how to deal with the emotions that you have as a grown ass man, because a lot of us, we figuring it out right now. Like this is the time us as men, like, like I tell people, like there's no handbook on being a man. So it's not that your daddy was wrong for not knowing. The nigga just didn't know.
Yeah.
But
Right.
now that we in the age of information and there's so much that we can learn, it's up to us to now be the ones to be the learners so we can stop our next generation from making the mistakes that we made
Right.
or making the
Right.
mistakes that our parents made with us.
See, I
We
So I
So
got
a
do
to.
think
lot of
I do think a lot of this comes with experience, though. A lot of this comes with time. Like each one of us said on this panel tonight was that we learning now to be more emotionally available. We learning now to be more like conscious with how we supposed to feel. You know what I'm saying? And that came with time. We all in our 30s, maybe older. Like it came with time. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I got two teenage sons. You know what I'm saying? And I had to break down to them from time to look. It's a time to be strong, but it's time to to allow yourself to experience that weak side you feel. You know what I'm saying? You gotta allow, like, don't get me wrong. I don't believe you should cry for everything. No, but I do think that
yeah,
you should allow yourself to vent. Allow yourself to vent. Allow yourself to release that because you can't be a better dude, a better man holding that shit in. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because you're gonna pop off at the wrong
So
time.
And
It's gonna
not
light
even to
your ass
cut
up.
you off. I don't
You
I
good?
don't even like to use the word weak.
Right.
Like it's vulnerable. Like
Right. There you go.
everybody cry. Like you ain't got to be weak to, have a moment where you got to get your fucking cry on, or
Yeah.
you was disappointed, your feelings was hurt. Like
Yeah.
Right.
I don't even like using the word weak in that
I mean,
context.
I do feel like that's what they see it as, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And you got to have that explanation with them and that conversation with them. Let them know, okay, cool. You might think it's weak, but that's not weak. It's being vulnerable.
exactly.
This is what it is. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because
And
it takes strength for a motherfucker to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
that part.
it take
Like
a
You
lot of
know.
strength. It takes strength for a person to walk away. It takes strength for a person to be vulnerable. It takes strength to be like, all right, bro, you got it. You know what I'm saying? You
exactly.
got it. It take a lot of strength to do a lot.
And
But
that's
But
what I'm
it's
saying. Because
a lot
like,
to learn.
yeah, because like we've been taught that walking away from a fight makes you a bitch. Walking away from conflict makes you some type, oh, you a punk motherfucker. You punked out. Like, nigga, I got a family to raise. You
Yeah.
think this nigga stepping on my Jordans is a reason for me to make sure my kids don't eat so I can go to jail to prove to this nigga that I'm tough because he stepped on these punk ass shoes that I can go buy another pair? No, fuck
that part.
these shoes. I'm
But
gonna
Eric,
keep
Yeah.
on fucking moving.
but the thing about it is, man, what made me reflect about my emotions and shit, being a stepfather now, yo. This shit,
Right.
this shit right here is a different kind of job. I
It's
thought
not for the
It
having
weak.
is. It is.
this,
It's not
this,
for
It
the
this,
is.
weak.
this shit
I
is a
got
different kind
my
of
Stepfather.
son.
job.
My
This is,
stepsons. I get you.
you
Yeah.
know what I mean? I was so used to have my daughter, I was running the streets and shit. I get my daughter when I felt like getting there. And I started seeing, you know what I mean, what damage that shit was doing. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Because my dad picked me up when I was 10 and shit. So to see this shit, how to be a full-time parent, yo, this shit is different. And I can respect, you know what I mean, people who came before me, my mom, my dad, and shit like this, because this shit is difficult to deal with these kids' emotions nowadays. You know what I mean? And you can't give that Old Testament shit to these kids nowadays. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? For my son, sometimes I give him, you know what I mean? I'm not on that rough, tough Tony shit. So when he asks me for hugs, I give that nigga hugs. You know what I mean? And
So
we was not giving hugs in the 90s. Niggas wasn't hugging in the 90s.
So since we talking about dealing with emotions, somebody told me it's not always about what's done to you. It's about how you respond to what's
Yeah.
done to you. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So that's what I had to learn. Like if
But
I
it
go
did.
out here and if I go out here and I flip out because this dude made me mad, it he's not gonna care because he did what he's supposed to do. It's gonna be me at the end of the day that's gonna look stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because I responded in a negative way.
Yeah. But I mean, it's
So
like in order to be able to like respond appropriately, you gotta like understand the emotion. I gotta tell you a funny story when my wife and I were getting married, we went to marriage counseling first, and I remember them bringing out this sheet, and it was like the wheel of emotions, and this shit had like 100 different little slices and shit. And I remember looking at it like it's this many motherfucking emotions. Like I know angry, happy, sad, sleepy, whatever. Like I know all of these shit. So it's like when something was happening with me that I didn't understand, I only had four ways to interpret it. I'm angry, I'm sad, or whatever. And the reaction came out of that. And so learning that there's like learning how to understand what it is that you're feeling. I might not be feeling anger right now. Maybe right now I'm feeling embarrassment, but it's coming out as anger. Maybe right now I'm feeling fear and it's coming out as anger. But I don't even think we know, like we only know the basic colors and shit. Like, we be like blue, green, red, same shit with emotions. There's so many different shades and stuff, but nobody teaches us that. So like Uncle was saying, like now that we getting older and we having these experiences that's forcing us to come to terms with some of these things, like it's on us to start having these conversations.
But
You know,
J Dot, what you was talking about, this marriage counseling shit, man. Niggas, we don't take that shit serious in marriage, right? We don't take marriage serious in our community in general, right? You know what I mean? We think we can be some barbarians, talk to a bitch how we want to talk to her, not really love our wives like we need to love because we never seen that shit, right?
That part, I'm
So
going to say the same thing.
and I had to really manually really working on myself every day because I used to push that fuck you button every day with my current situation. I'm like, yo, nigga, you about to be burnt out another year, another month. We might be a divorce. So you gotta learn how to love these women that we were not really taught. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of shit that I'm still learning.
yeah, you
You
gotta
know
you
what I
gotta
mean?
learn patience too. You gotta learn patience too.
You know what I mean? A
But that's
lot
on
of these
but
women.
that's on both sides though. I do feel like on both sides that most women have not seen that good male leadership too. So they don't know how to combat with that. I mean,
Mhm.
It's
there has
both
been
ways.
situations. Yeah, I do feel like you said. I think that a lot of women have been taught that the best way to be. They've been taught survival.
Mhm.
A lot
A
of
lot
these
of women
women
have
act
been
like dudes. A lot of these
because
women
they've been
act like
taught
dudes.
survival. A lot of women have been raised, like you said, been raised by single moms like guys. They watch their mama try to scrape and scratch to make it happen too. So that's why when they come to you, they be on their hard shit too, and
But a lot
you
of,
try to give them your hard shit.
but a lot of women growing with daddy issues just like us. They just don't express it properly, right?
Right.
And they feel like they let down. That's when they ready to jump ship because they taking back to, damn, this nigga like my dad. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's just crazy because you know what I mean, I've been divorced. I've been divorced for like 4 years, right? And my ex-wife told me the other day, I was picking my daughter up. I get her every other weekend. She was like, yo, you know, this September we could have been together almost a decade plus. I was like, bitch, where's this coming from? But they think we supposed to be a finished product already. Bitch, I'm not Facebook. I'm not Facebook now. We gotta build up. They so quick to jump ship.
The thing is, like when you in relationships, like, and this goes back to like what I push as
Mm-hmm.
like being a man and masculinity, like being able to tell your woman like it's not gonna be perfect, But at the end of the
Nah.
day, I'm gonna be 100% of the man that I have to be for you.
Mhm.
You know, so even though I might have times where I might disappoint you, I might
Mhm.
make the wrong decision, I might make some mistakes. Like, I love you enough to deal with your bullshit. Just love me enough to deal with my bullshit. Cause at the end of the day, it ain't no manual for none of this shit. You
Nah.
know, there's no handbook, there's no right or wrong way to do it. I'm not judging you based on my mama. Don't judge me based on your daddy.
Right.
You know, like, judge me for who I am, and I'm gonna judge you for who you are. You know, like, I'm gonna be this because at the end of the day, I'm a man, you a woman. You know, so you
Right.
play your
Right.
role, I'm gonna play mine. Allow me to play my role, and you play your role, and the team gonna win. But we can't have two Michael Jordans on the team. Like, we can't have two Tom Brady's on the team. Nigga, it's only one quarterback on the field.
Yeah, somebody gotta catch the football. You feel me? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I do think, but when it comes down to a relationship, and this is that's jumping off of what we had, but coming down to a relationship, you got to be able to accept each other's flaws and build up on them. You know what I'm saying? Be able to be vulnerable with each other, be able to be caring for each other, and understand that you're not alone in this world together. You know what I'm saying? You
that's a
got to
fact.
be able to come together. You know. Yo, sorry, I'm going ahead and end it right. Go ahead. You got something to say real quick before I end that?
And you know what I mean?
Nah,
It took me for a minute to go through that divorce, you know what I mean, get game from my dad. Yo, I respect my dad more going through a divorce and dealing with a split household. I say, yo, I appreciate you. You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean? Because we grow with that animosity. Oh, my dad left me. We don't know all the facts about the relationship. And it takes time to see that shit as a grown ass man. You like, oh, I see where you went right here. I see where y'all separated on that note.
Right.
But
Right.
Hey, y'all,
that's a
man. So
fact.
look, I'm gonna end it right. I'm gonna end that part of the conversation right there. Right before we wrap up, I want to play this little game. Get y'all opinions on something. So this thing I got
God
called
damn.
little shit. Real quick, hold on. This shit I got. Listen, you damn milk dud ass nigga. Look, anyway.
God damn, Bow Wow. God damn.
Hey, no, man. So look, this is. I'm gonna show you. I see some crazy shit online, man. I want to get y'all opinions on it real quick. So I'll bring the video real quick. So this woman went on a dating show where she had to rate guys about how much money they made, and it kind of got me confused. I'm like, what the hell? Lay it up.
Damn, you gotta move that gerbil
So
quicker, nigga. This shit slow as a motherfucker.
get
I
the
didn't need it. How old are you?
I'm 18.
Yeah, nobody. 21.
Nobody?
Any one of y'all got
here we
money
go.
in the bank?
Not for you.
No drink,
I
preference.
didn't need it. How old are you?
I'm 18.
Yeah, nobody. 21.
Nobody?
Any one of y'all got money?
So basically, she went on a dating show. She asked them, "Did anyone who got more than 50K in the bank starting off before she can date them?" My thing is right here. That's a good question. Should a woman come to you already asking you how much you got in your bank?
I mean, she can ask me. She ain't gonna like the answer. I ain't gonna lie. Um,
Well, go ahead.
yeah, she can ask me, but she ain't gonna like the answer. But I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I, females is money hungry. I mean, I don't deal with thirsty females. There's a lot of thirsty females out there. You just gotta know the difference.
Like, my thing is like this. It depends on the age that we at, because at the age that, like, I'm 40. So I don't even think that it would be far fetched for a woman to ask me how much I got in the bank, but I'm definitely gonna need context behind that question.
Right.
Now, if you asking me this because you got some investments you want to make, or you just trying to make sure that I'm a financially responsible type of person, so you asking me, like, okay, do you have enough money for a rainy day? Do you have enough money just in case you lose your job? If that's the kind of question that you ask them about, say my credit score or how much money I got in the bank, then I'm not gonna judge you. But if you talking about a trip to Jamaica or a bag or some superficial shit, like you definitely getting blocked right after you ask me that bullshit.
Yeah, but my thing is, the guys that she was asking range in the age range from 18 to maybe 23.
Yeah, she need her
And
ass whooped.
it comes but the thing is, these young boys come up thinking that look, we should be balling because the shit they see online now shows that these niggas are balling out here. But which nigga you know was balling at 18?
18. Yeah, if you 18 with 50K in the bank, 9 times out of 10 it ain't legal.
9 times out of 10, you either play for the Clippers, the Lakers, the Charlotte Hornets, because all y'all niggas seem to be in North Carolina.
That's my favorite team too. That's crazy.
Yeah, or some shit like that. Like that's the fucking thing. Like, and this was something I had to come to grips with as a young teenager because nigga, when I was like, I think I was about 16 when the song No Scrubs came out. So it's like, damn, I'm a scrub because I ain't got a car. And like literally, women to call you a scrub. Like, bitch, I'm 16. I can't even legally get a job yet. How am I a scrub already?
Right.
And it's like the pressure to have some money as a young dude is like crazy out here. And like literally my combat to every female asking the question like that is, okay, how much you got in the bank then? Oh, you want to go on a trip to Jamaica? Can you take yourself on a trip to Jamaica? Oh, you want to go to Roof Chris for a steak? Do you go to Roof Chris when there's no man around? Because if the answer is no to all these, get the fuck out of my face.
But it's crazy that most women don't feel that way. Most women feel like what's theirs is theirs. They just want to know what's yours because yours can be theirs too.
But again,
Yeah.
if yours can't match what you want mine to be, you can't talk to me. Like I could see if you already drinking expensive champagne when you go out to eat and you want a man who can match that, that's understood. But you're not finna ask me for something that you can't yourself do. If you can't do it for yourself, I for damn sure ain't trying to do it for you.
Damn, that part.
That's a fact.
So let me go ahead and wrap this up, man. I appreciate all y'all been on the show, man. This the season premiere of my podcast. Y'all want to thank each and every one of y'all. And before we go, can y'all go ahead and shout out what y'all doing, your shows, and anything else?
Gonna start from the order that we are on the screen.
Yeah, you do that.
All right. Yeah, this is Willie from the Think About Us podcast that I host with my queen Fiona. We talk about relationships. We talk about mental health. We talk about this everyday, living in a relationship. We staying busy right now, but you can find us on all podcast platforms.
Okay, man. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, I host the What Is TWS podcast. I drop episodes every Monday. Like I said, personal journey, talking about being a black dad, recovering alcoholic, just a Neanderthal in this new world. And those episodes drop every Monday, all streaming platforms. Then you can also catch me on Opulence Radio. I'm doing a couple shows there. Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. I'm doing a underground hip hop show called the All on the Table Happy Hour with Raw Sass and Easy the General. And then you can catch me Friday nights at 8 p.m. Just playing music that I like on the Kiss the Sky Hour. And then I got a new show coming out on Sunday at 8 p.m. And that's going to be a relationship type show called Relationship Britannica with Big Smash and Coach G. So trying to stay busy.
What's up? What's up? Rod, what you got, boss?
You know what I mean? I still sell Plan Bs for the 25, man. But I'm Rod Uncensored. I'm on YouTube, Rod Uncensored Network. I've been chilling out, man. Life been, me hitting me in the ass. You know what I mean? So I need to get back busy. But I appreciate you having me on this panel, Eric G. You know what I mean? You still my favorite Bow Wow. Pause. So I appreciate you having me on, man.
Crazy, son.
You know what I mean? So I appreciate you having me on there. Check my channel out, man. I appreciate being on this panel with all these, good brothers. With their perspective. Mine is, raw, rude life. You know what I mean? That nigga been acting phony, but that's another case, man.
You'll be all right, though. Hey, listen, man. Listen, it's Rude Life NASA, man. I got a YouTube, Rude Life NASA, but you can catch me on my podcast, Keep It 100 and True podcast on Spotify, the Rude Life NASA show on Spotify, and the Rude Life NASA shows on Roku, Queens Talk TV, But like just holla at me, man.
Right. Dolomite.
Uncle Dolomite, host of the Too Much Game podcast, TOO Much Game podcast. You can Google it. I'm on all streaming platforms and YouTube. I pretty much do my shows like 2 or 3 o'clock Pacific time live on YouTube. So if you like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube, you'll be able to catch me live, get in the comments. I reply to everybody while I'm live. Also from the Too Much Game Instagram page, Too Much Game podcast. I'm always live on Instagram at Uncle Dolomite. So, come holler at me.
Hey, yo,
Facts.
appreciate it, man. Yo, I want to thank y'all black fellas for being on tonight, man. Y'all really gave some good insight. Y'all told y'all told the truth, man. I really like that, man. So let me go ahead and give my little shout out for myself, man. Yo, this is your boy Eric G, aka one of them Carolina podcasting niggas, as Dolomite want to call me. Yo, hey, yo, man, you can catch this show, Random Thoughts with Eric G, on all platforms. Like he said, man, you can just
Eric G, I'm tired of these strong hairline niggas, though, man. Well, don't put me with these strong hairline niggas, man. And me
I mean,
Uncle
shit.
Dolomite, bored like a motherfucker, man.
I mean, yo, you got some contests right now. But look,
God
but
damn,
yo,
man.
catch me on all platforms, man. Also on YouTube. This is season 5. I got a lot of great episodes coming up, and this season I'm gonna do something different, man. So my conversation is gonna be real and deep, yo. So I want to appreciate everybody for coming on tonight, man. Y'all check out this show. Check out these brothers right here, man. And, yo, like I always say, God bless you. Peace.